So hi there, good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching in the world. This is Red Corner Boxing. You're with Jam and Mr. Neutral. We're here for the Kambosos versus Wyllie plus undercard. We're starting with Cherneka Nicholson versus Nina Hughes. This is a title fight. It's a rematch, of course. It's for the bantamweight title, £118, WBA. Let's see what happens. How are you on this fine Saturday morning, Mr. Neutral?
Hello, Jams. The sun is shining here in Liverpool. That means we're going to have a good day of boxing. However, we must pass our condolences on to the Foreman family. George Foreman passed away last night. Very, very sad news in the world of boxing. And the timeline is full of, tributes to George, and rightly so. So a sad day, but it's Boxing Day yet again. We're here in Australia. And we're first up is this much anticipated rematch between Nina Hughes and Cherneka Johnson. Nina Hughes thought she was aggrieved in the first fight, not getting the decision after she was announced the winner. So all to play for. Cherneka Johnson's been a champion for a year now. Jams, take us through the stats.
Yeah, well, we've got Cherneka Johnson. She's got 16 wins, 2 defeats. She's never been stopped. She's got 6 knockouts of her own. And then we've got Nina Hughes, who's 42 years of age by now, so she's getting on in years. I haven't got her record here for some reason. Oh, well, never mind. I didn't write that one down. Sorry, mate. I did it last night at like 2 in the morning. Just got a couple of comments come in. Morning, lads. Good morning to you, Sam.
Good morning.
Boxing.
Good morning, sir, to you, Sam.
He's going Nina Hughes, SD. Come on, Nina. And we've got Håkan's Ringside Live all the way from Sweden. Good morning, Jams and Mr.
Good
Neutral.
morning.
Good morning yourself, good man. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. If you're watching on X, please do head over to the YouTube channel, Red Corner Boxing. We're an up-and-coming channel. We appreciate every subscribe we can get. Here we go. We're about to get underway, guys. This should be fun.
It should be. I think I might be just a wee bit behind you, Jams. We'll let you know in a minute. But
okay, at the minute, they're just reading out Cherneka.
That's right. I can just see Sugar in the corner there, taking her final instructions from a trainer. But an intriguing fight in the first fight. That many thought that Nina had taken it, and that the result was the right result at the end of the in her
with
mind.
The announcement. To be honest, I had Cherneka winning it myself. I had Cherneka Johnson winning the first one by 2 rounds, to be quite honest.
You had it by 2. I had it Nina by 1.
It was very close. You could see how you could get that score.
So, Cherneka took the belt at home at the end of the day. I just seen an interview there on home where Nina Hughes was basically saying, I want a level playing field. She hopes she gets that here. And
well,
the fact
that 1 Portuguese, 1 Brazilian, and 1 Australian judge, so she had a pretty level of playing field, apart from the 1 Australian. Remember, Cherneka Johnson's from New Zealand, not Australia as well, remember?
This is true. So, there's no excuses this time. She's got a chance. Well, let's go. They're about to go, to be going now.
Just popping off now. There we go, we're underway. It's going to be a bit of snap in this, I tell you now. It's going to be a bit of snap. These girls do not like each other.
Oh, they've gone at it already, Jams. My goodness, you've got Cherneka sort of holding Nina in the middle of the ring, punching into the body. Referee stops them, pulls back. Johnson comes through the jab. They're tangled up already. Some inside work there from Johnson. Nice 2 right hands from Nina Hughes in retaliation there. But Johnson's got once again 1 arm holding and working the body.
Yeah, Nina's forcing that forearm in when she goes over the top as well. Yeah. So be careful with that because the ref won't stand for it for long.
It's getting very messy already, but, the 2 bangers right there in the middle of the ring, both going for it.
They're up for this one, bro. They're up for this one.
Hughes ducking down, has to be separated from the entanglement there, but comes out and swinging wildly again, these 2. Johnson got 2 good shots in before it got messy, and now they're back in the centre of the ring. So as soon as they clash and they engage, they're now tangling up. So it's getting messy. You get one or two good shots in at the minute, James, but
I think
there
there's
you
a
go
little bit of
again.
damage to Nina Hughes' nose already as well. Her nose is
I
very
wouldn't,
red and very swollen already.
I wouldn't be surprised that, the heads have gone in, their shoulders, the elbows, forearms. It's not looking good right now. This may
Janika's got
not go
her
the
arm on her throat at the
distance.
moment, pushing her back.
Yes, it's a very aggressive Cherneka Johnson.
Definitely.
And Nina Hughes trying to do what she can in the middle of the ring to disentangle, come back and engage again. But Cherneka Johnson just doing some nice work there once again. Nina Hughes swing wildly, one tag, comes back.
How you scoring that first round, Mr. Neutral? I'm going Cherneka just, to be honest, but only just.
After a very messy round, the better shots were coming in from Cherneka Johnson. One or two good in counter from Nina Hughes, but overall, I would say, just Cherneka Johnson on that occasion takes that.
Just for the aggression, bro. Just for the aggression.
Absolutely.
Definitely, mate. Just touching back on that Katayev fight, what an absolute seesaw battle. What heart Palacio showed in that fight before this one. He was tremendous, mate. He's the number 10 ranked light heavyweight in the world by Ring Magazine. And he was in a bit of trouble at times, wasn't he? But he showed his heart and his grit. The the Australian-based Russian. Very impressive the way he managed to come out of that because he'd never been past 7 rounds. You know what I mean? I was very impressed with his heart and his determination. Fantastic result. You know what I mean? I think he done well.
Oh, he done extreme. I mean, Katayev's a knockout merchant, 9 knockouts from his 9 fights. You can see why. Superb power. But Palacios, as you say, watch him.
Warrior, mate. Warrior Argentine. Tough and durable. Anyway, we're back underway for round 2 here, guys.
And they've come out at a ferocious pace yet again.
Like a bull in a china shop.
You can tell there's a lot of angst between these two boxers. Trying to keep it, basic in that it looks very hard, because such is the anger between these two. They want to hurt each other, Jams.
Yeah, good shot there from Cherneka as well as Nina were coming in. Cherneka just caught with a cheeky right hook, really caught a flush on the chin. So that backed Nina up a little bit, and Cherneka's now coming forward, looking very aggressive. Nina Hughes is grappling and grabbing at every opportunity at the moment. She's feeling the power of Cherneka Johnson.
Yeah, she looks the smaller boxer. Cherneka is keeping her shape better for me. The power shots are telling. Nina Hughes is trying to wildly counter, coming round the side. But she's looking outgunned at the minute, and she's been forced on the back foot yet again by Johnson, throwing that jab out numerous times. Nina Hughes tries to come round the side with a right, but once again they get tangled up. Referee separates them.
Yeah. Nina's starting to look a bit red and ragged at the moment. She needs to just take a step back and just recompose. I think she's letting the emotions rule the head at the moment.
The knees are bent. She's got a low stance compared to the higher stance of the champion Johnson. And once again, tangled up. But it's
good shot again there from Cherneka.
Yeah, and she tries to come in to engage Johnson. It's that 1-2 shot. She comes back out, tries to come back in, but the right hand is always wild. So either hits the elbow or comes around the shoulder. She's not got one good punch in yet with that right hand for me, Nina Hughes. Couple of good lefts only. Another round there for me, for Cherneka Johnson.
Yeah.
And starting to assert herself now and dominate Nina Hughes.
I think the age difference could play a big part here. The New Zealander's only 29 years old, and obviously Nina Hughes at 42. If this goes past the 6th round, you'd expect Cherneka to pull away and take this at a canter.
Yeah, like you said, can she keep this up for 10 rounds? I don't know. I don't think so, because she seems to be exerting a lot of energy in her current game plan, which is to come in out and go around the ring and try and engage with Cherneka. And when she does, it's wild. There's very, very little shape. I've just seen a wee bit of a headbutt there from Cherneka Johnson in the face.
Seen that from Hughes, yeah.
Yeah, referee will have to keep an eye on that. But at this moment, Cherneka's just looking a bit too strong. Let's see what Nina can do in round 3.
Yeah, definitely, brother, definitely. The referee's just separating them at the moment because it's a bit raggedy and isn't it? They're a bit grapply. Cherneka comes in firing big shots, but Nina's firing back off the ropes.
When
She's
Nina
going back
comes in,
around the body. She's really
yeah.
working on.
When Nina's
That
throwing
nose
her
is starting to bother Nina
punches,
too. She's giving it a lot of that.
when she's throwing, she's stepping back. And then she's been forced on the back foot by Johnson. So let's look. This doesn't look good for Nina. Whilst in front of the judges there on that side, she's been forced back. Her punches are not hitting home. Johnson's then coming back with power punches. But this is in the second half of this round. Nina's starting to connect and find her range a little bit more. So this could be a good round for Nina if she can keep up this work in the last minute. But it's again
Cherneka seems to be
Johnson.
turning the screw. That nose damage is getting worse, Mr. Neutral, as well. That
Yeah,
nose damage is
she's
starting to really
solid,
bother on
Jams.
Nina.
Very solid at the minute, looking Cherneka. And again, backing off Nina, trying to let off a combination. They get tangled up again, and she's not finding that connectivity once Cherneka comes in on her, and then she's getting out punched. There's 2 punches to her one, tangled up again. Very messy fight. Referee having a word with Nina as they separate. 2 jabs coming through from Johnson. They tangle up. Johnson to the body. Turns a boxer around. 2 left hooks. Once again, tangled up.
Yeah, there's a lot of this happening. It's a very scruffy fight so far, going towards the end of the 3rd round.
Yeah,
Referee needs to have a word, doesn't he? Just have a word at the end of the round. Just make sure they know not to keep doing it. Oh, good shot from Nina there. Caught with a nice left hook. That's the best shot of the fight there for Nina Hughes.
Oh,
I still wouldn't give her the round though. I'm still going for CJ.
She ate 2 left hooks at the end of that round, Jams, in return. Although it looked better, her nose is gone now. It's completely busted. There's blood everywhere. I think the corner going to have a look at with the next 2 or 3 rounds whether she can
It was
continue
another head clash
for
as
me.
well. It was a head clash, Neutral, that caused the damage to the nose again. Look, Cherneka went in for the shot for the right, then left combination.
That's the
and went in for the
second
nose.
time. So that for me, that's the second time that Nina's had to take 2 headbutts to the face now, and there's going to be issues about this afterwards. I can tell right now.
Just
So
like
the corner.
Sammy at SWS Boxing just said, Nina Hughes' nose is definitely broken. Yeah, 100%, Sam. It's been bad since the first 20 seconds of the 1st round, and it's just getting worse. Johnson's leaning in with her head. Exactly, mate. She really is. To be fair, though, you can't blame her. You know, it happens in fights. But the referee should be having a word about cleaning this up a wee bit, because it is getting a little bit nasty, a little bit scruffy. They just need to be a little careful, you know, because people get damaged here. She could be out for 6 months, 8 months.
Absolutely.
Anyway, round 4's underway. Nina needs a miracle here to turn this around at the moment.
And the heads go clashing in again.
And the referee still not said a word about it.
No, this is for me. This is going to be an issue with Team Hughes after the fight. There's going to be a lot of complaining. I can see it now. It's a very scrappy affair here in Australia in this opening women's bout. But Nina Hughes she is fighting for her life in there. She's fighting for that last chance saloon at the IBF belt. If she doesn't win this, the options are going to be limited from here on, because Cherneka Johnson is looking the boxer against the puncher, the brawler in Nina Hughes, and she's getting out brawled in the middle of the ring now in round number 4. Big punishing shots, Jams.
She's really starting to take over here now. Nina's struggling to breathe and she's getting caught at her canter. It's literally, she's clapping her up left, right, left, right. Cherneka could get the stoppage here. She's all over her. She's swarming her.
Uppercut, then a right round the side that hit home as Nina Hughes tries desperately to stay in this fight. The age maybe catching up. I don't know. I did say, could this fight go on another 2 or 3 rounds? Because Cherneka Johnson
just kissed her. Cherneka Johnson just rubbed her head into her nose and then kissed her on the cheek. Did you notice that?
I just seen it right this second. So
you rubbed her head in and then turned and gave her a little peck on that on the way out. Like as if to say, I'm roughing you up. And she knows
it. A couple of seconds ahead of me, yeah. So, punishing straight left down the pipe.
The most conclusive round so far for Cherneka Johnson.
She's getting punished now, Nina. Although she's trying desperately hard to keep in the match and given it all she's got, she's not having much effect on Cherneka right now.
There's levels to this, Jamie. She's levels above in this fight at the moment.
Having looking at her in the corner, she hardly looks as though she's been in a scrap. And Nina Hughes, on the other hand, is bloodied up. But there has been contentious times in the fight. 2 headbutts that I have seen straight to the face of Nina Hughes. This
a lot
mentally
of head rubbing as well on the inside. A lot of head rubbing it into the cut on the nose, well, to the nose damage.
Over the course of the fight, this tends to weigh on the mind of a boxer who's going through the rough housing like that. On away ground, not getting any favours by the referee, not being warned when it's clear on television.
Look at the swelling on Nina's face.
Right. Can you just give me 3 seconds?
From pillar to post.
Give me 3 seconds or 5 seconds there, Jams, and then I'll be up with you. They come out round 5. Johnson straight to work. 2 jabs, comes down to the body. The referee has now stopped the fight.
He's just took a point off Nina.
What on earth for?
He just took a point off Nina for holding. I do not believe what I've just seen after all them headbutts. Are you kidding me?
This is what I mean, Jams. Now that a point's been taken off.
2 women in there, excuse me. Can't believe that.
That's an incredible, because Cherneka Johnson's been holding and coming to the body and all the rest of it all through the fight. 2 good shots there from Nina Hughes. It's an onslaught from Cherneka, as the referee now has a word with Cherneka. But taking a point off for holding without a warning is very, very dodgy.
Yeah, I'd say.
So, as you quite rightly say, it's she's up against not only Cherneka Johnson, the champion, but the referee as well. As he has another word with the 2 of them. So Nina Hughes,
calm down here a bit because she's going to get herself disqualified.
Oh, good shot from Nina as they both come in there. Again, holding by Cherneka Johnson. Nina turns her back. Referee separates them. Back to the middle. 1 jab. Nina Hughes down the middle. High guard. Jab, jab. Good check left hook there from Nina Hughes. Jab down the middle from Cherneka. Both countered each other there in the middle. Hughes with a two punch combination. Oh, comes back. They're both comboing each other now. Stuck in the centre ring. Now that Hughes is trying to unleash combinations against the advancing Johnson. Tangles up yet again. Referee separates them. She's shown some tremendous heart and stamina in there, Jams, Nina Hughes.
She is. But not enough to win the round, though. That's 5 rounds to zip for Cherneka Johnson for me, brother. You the same?
Oh, only because of that dodgy 10-8 round given by the referee there.
Oh, yeah, that's a 10-8, isn't it? Forgot about that.
Aye. But she did find some a wee bit of success in that round, did Nina.
Well, she'll still be given a 9-0 neutral if you think Nina Hughes won the round, because it's a point off, not a knockdown. You can still give it as a 9-0. I don't think she won the round. No, I don't think she won the round. But there was 2 lovely check left hooks plus a beautiful uppercut through the middle and some nice jabs, but it was just outworked in that round by the Cherneka Johnson. But listen, this Cherneka Johnson is going to prove a very difficult opponent to anybody in that division. Yeah, she's so strong and she's not afraid to mix it up, as Nina Hughes is finding out in tonight in this rematch, as they come out now for round 6 of 10. Yep. And just like the previous 5 rounds, they come out like 2 warriors straight into the middle, banging away. Separate now. Now there's a bit of boxing movement from Nina Hughes. This is what she should have been done from round 1. A bit of nice movement. And Cherneka Johnson now getting countered. But she comes back with a nice left down the middle, trying to hunt down Hughes. Hughes turns her on a tangle. Referee separates. Again has a word with Hughes. Back to the middle. Left-right combination from Hughes doesn't hit home. That left-hand jab dead. Johnson comes back with a 3-punch combination. All of them miss. Gets countered by Hughes again with a right check left hook, check hook. And then a combo comes in from Cherneka Johnson. Gets a bit messy yet again. The elbows come in. The referee stops them, separates them. Back to the middle. Johnson with a high guard.
comes in with two left jabs and a right. Nina ducking down left and right from herself. Another right as she swings round from the advancing Johnson yet again, hunting her down the predator style. Australian female champion of the IBF belt and jams.
New Zealand.
New Zealand. I apologise. Let's get that straight.
WBA.
And it's an absolute. Oh, it's a WBA, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And it's an absolute barnstormer here now in this 6th round.
It is, matey. Sorry, I was just having a sip of coffee there. But yeah, it's been a terrific fight, like for energy wise. But Nina's gone about this all the wrong way, in my opinion. She just needed to start more calculated, more calm. She's let her aggression towards Cherneka Johnson and what happened in the first fight overrule her. And she's come out like a madwoman, and it's not paying dividends. And Cherneka's just picking her off at will. And that's another round in the bag for Cherneka Johnson.
That referee has just watched Cherneka Johnson punch Nina Hughes in the back of the head and didn't see a word. So I'm seeing all sorts of fouls here, warnings that should have been given, not being given. Though that's not an excuse for Nina Hughes, but it will be a bone of contention after. I can tell you that now.
It will. Just going to answer one of the comments from YouTube. We've got Andrew McKay. Thank you for tuning in, mate. Hope you subscribe if you're not already, sir. Thank you. We've got Cherneka Johnson 6 rounds to 0 up against Nina Hughes so far, mate. SWS Boxing, Johnson is leaning with head, and this ref ain't doing anything. He's definitely a Johnson fan.
There you go again.
A lot of men are, mate. But yeah, thank you for your comments, SWS Boxing. We're about to go here, round 7, guys. Cherneka Johnson versus Nina Hughes from Sydney for the WBA Bantamweight World title. Let's see what happens. Nina Hughes needs a miracle, in my opinion. Let's see if she can pull a miracle out the bag. The referee, though, is definitely on Nina's case. Again, warning her for holding when Cherneka's got her arms wrapped up.
Cherneka Johnson's holding it, and she's coming right round the back of the head. And this is an appalling referee. Absolutely abhorrent performance.
Yeah. I can't see, but is he the Puerto Rican referee? It looks like the Puerto Rican
I have no
guy.
idea.
Just a lot of top rank shows.
But now Nina Hughes is fighting in the front.
Yeah, the towel's coming. It's over. Nina Hughes has had the towel thrown in. She's been retired by her corner. They knew she wasn't going to get the victory. They knew she was against the ref as well as Cherneka Johnson.
I think the team had seen enough. I think they'd seen enough of fouls going on.
Shit out of that fight.
Knew it's not. The referee was just not helping Nina Hughes one bit. But you look, that it is what it is. But I can see there's going to be complaints after this. But as Nina Hughes comes up to her, congratulates her. It was a punishing performance by Cherneka Johnson. Very, very solid. Very out of the 2 boxes, she's the one that kept her shape, kept her form, kept her basics, and made it, easier for herself against a very wild punching Nina Hughes. But the heads
Andrew Mackay. Oh, sorry, Luke. Yeah. Cut off there, mate. Andrew Mackay just said, "Wicked gave Cherneka." Oh, it's just gone. A lot of technical info over since the last fight. I can't see if the changes have made a difference. Well, yeah, the towel's coming now, mate. So she's got the victory. SWS Boxing saying it's pointless throwing the towel in. To be honest, Sam, I think the corner just got fed up with the ref not giving Nina Hughes any help and just said she's not getting out this fight. Why keep letting her nose get battered? It's clearly broken. She's 42 years old. There's no point in taking a shellacking when she ain't going to get the decision even if she wins. So I understand it. Andrew Mackay, well done, Neeks. How was their power? Yeah, she looked strong, Andrew, mate. She looked
very
really strong. Sugar Neeks.
Especially the jab down the middle. Nina Hughes was stunned on many occasions. Step back. Listen, it was a power punching performance. So, excuse me, I'll be back now.
Yeah, no problem, Mr. Neutral. SWS Boxing's added a comment. He said, to be honest, the ref was biased. And she was down and probably had another point of dodgy ref. Yeah, another point off of dodgy ref. Yeah, you're right, mater. Scrappy fight. It was scruffy, Sam. Thank you for your comment, mater. And stick with us, guys, because we're not going anywhere. We're staying right on now up until the Kambosos Jr. versus Jake Wyllie fight. Next up, we've got Teremoana Jr. taking on James Singh. So that should be very quick because Teremoana brings that bloody power, mate. That guy is a beast, and I can't wait to see what he brings this time. He's already 6-0 with 6 knockouts, mate. The guy has got some banging on him. Andrew Mackay, great competition for Nina. It's the structure that causes the penetrative, makes everything feel stiff. Yeah, very true, matey, very true. Cherneka just looked too young, too strong, too fast. And Nina let her aggression rule ahead. She wasn't selecting shots. She wasn't doing what she'd done in the first fight. She just ran out like a bat out of hell and tried to put it upon the younger, fresher, stronger Cherneka Johnson. And it backfired today, matey. Thank you for your comment, Andrew. David Diamante is just about to call out the decision. It's a retirement victory for Sugar Neeks. It was only going one way. She was fighting both the ref and Cherneka Johnson was Nina Hughes. Nina looks distraught in the ring there, she does.
Yeah.
But a
Quite
great
rightly
performance
so.
from Cherneka.
It's
Moved to 17 wins, 2 losses with 7 KOs now. Just Sugar Neeks.
I have to agree with Sam. I think Nina came with an angry strategy, which she didn't figure out until it's too late to hit and move.
Has your mic got muted, Neutral?
Yeah, just to say, I've just been running up and down the stairs. The postman came.
Oh, bless you. No worries, mate. It's that time of day, isn't it? Mine will be here soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, so...
yeah, I was saying while you were gone, mate, we've got Teremoana Jr. coming up next. What an exciting talent he is, mate, the big man. He's 6'6". He's got 6 wins, 6 knockouts. Real beast, mate. And he's fighting against James Singh, who's 6 foot tall. He's got a record of 12-5-0. He's been stopped 3 times himself. He's been stopped 5 times himself. And he's got 11 knockouts.
Yeah, an experience.
I can't see it being much of a challenge.
It's an experience sort of fight against the journeyman of the division. After only 6 fights, you don't get to, come up against opposition that you would consider any good at this point. He's just trying to rack up the rounds, some experience in that ring. But he's done nothing wrong. 6 fights, 6 knockouts, all in fine style. He's going to be a problem later on in the heavyweight division, but he's got to rack up these fights as they all do.
Definitely, mate, definitely. I just hope there's not too long of a break now between the Sugar Neeks fight and the Teremoana one.
I wouldn't have thought so. Well, it's only a 6th round of this Teremoana fight as well. So this is just continuing his experience path. He's not even moved to 8 rounders yet. No. Andrew Mackay says heavy hands. It certainly was heavy hands with this guy. He's in the Justice Hooney type league, the Moses Atuma. Although he's 27 now, so he's got to get a move on and and take these opportunities and not muck about and get his name up. Did you hear
the news that broke last night, Mr. Neutral, about Justice Hooney? WBO have made him the #1 contender.
That's right. Well, that was always the plan. Yeah, that was always the plan with Hooney. I think there was talk that they was going to make it with him and Atuma, or was it Caballero? One of the two to become this mandatory, but that never surfaced. So, in the event of not a fight, they can make these kind of decisions and elevate these boxers. But Hooney still, for me, he's not it's cut and dried that he's the finished article by any means. He's still got some
12 fights. Only had 12 fights so far, 10 knockouts.
Yeah, he's not the finished article by any means. So he's still got some work to do.
He's been added to that heavy impact card on April 5th in Manchester.
Oh, that's wonderful. Hopefully Mr. Neutral will be there. We have applied, so we'll get
you'll be there as media, so that'll be good, mate. And you grab an interview with Moses Atuma for the channel. Let the people know what he's thinking and what he's looking to do over the coming months.
Without a doubt.
Cherneka Johnson's just doing a ringside interview at the moment. She's saying everything went to plan.
Yeah, I can imagine if that was her plan, Mr. Roughhouse, and
showed the heart of a warrior.
She's certainly done the job. She's very strong looking throughout the fight. very strong looking, and Nina Hughes, she's only wee, so she just couldn't get many shots off that she wanted to. But as we go back to what we were saying, she came out very angry, very aggressive, and it
Yeah.
worked against her. It really did. I think it was round 6 for me that she started waking up. It was her best round, Nina Hughes. If she'd fought like that from round 1, could be a different story we could be talking about. But the younger, fresher champion was just too strong in the end.
She was. She was. Some good fights to be made for Cherneka as well. She looks happy with the performance. Eddie Hearn looks happy with the performance. He wants to make
Yeah,
the
he's
Unifications fight next, he's saying.
yeah. Who's in her division? Is it
I was just going to see like who he says, like, see what Eddie
was it
says.
was it Shane Metcalf? Is she in that?
Yeah, Shane Metcalf's the IBF bantamweight champion, but she's
Yeah,
might be fighting Padilla. How do you spell it? I can't remember how to say the name now. The Viviana Ruiz Corredor. She's
yeah.
fighting her on April 24th, I believe.
George Kambosos in the house. He's in his dressing room, just soaking up the atmosphere. That
Yeah, he's
pre
there.
fight, pre big fight and match nerves as we all go through, especially when I was world champion in my head. But there's Skye Nicholson in the all orange, customized Skye
Skye
Nicholson
Phoenix.
suit. Yeah. Everlast have done a wonderful job in kitting her out there with the gloves and the outfit. As camera turns, and there's big Teremoana just warming up for his fight. That's on next. Maybe they are taking a wee bit of time here, James. He's
Yeah,
not
he's not
even
even
got
got
his
his t-shirt off yet.
yeah, exactly. So
We've just got a couple of
yeah.
comments. Andrew Mackay's just said the guy's just here for highlight reel. Be lucky if it goes 1 to 3 rounds. DJ Pat said, "Morning, boys. So how was that Sugar Neeks? She's too big and too strong for Nina." Yes, she was, mate. Thank you so much for coming through, DJ Pat. It's good to see you as always, my Swedish brethren. They're just showing Michael Buffer now, and they're showing the Fatal Fury, Eubank Ben. So I don't know what they're saying because I've got the volume turned down. But it's a sellout at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium now, isn't it? So what they're expecting, about 68,000 for that now?
Obviously it won't be the whole. It might be actually.
They
Uh,
sometimes put more seats on the turf,
it's
don't they? So
yeah, it's a 70,000 seater stadium. So I mean, could be as much as 75,000 or 72,000 there with uh,
I'm sure they'll add more seats now it's sold out.
especially on the floor, on the pitch.
Yeah,
They
that's
should get
it.
a good couple of thousand there. But it's a wonderful stadium, and it's going to be a tremendous event there, sold out. And
That's
that's the
two
power,
shows they've sold out now, isn't it? Because they
the,
sold out the first one, as we said on our prediction show last night.
the power of an egg has filled out
What
that
an egg can do
stadium.
for a man.
What an egg can do. Uh, you can't beat it. Oh, excuse the pun.
You can't beat it, mate. He's going to get whipped. I reckon Ben's going to get scrambled.
He's going to be an omelette.
Going to make an omelette out of him
I
now.
don't know. I wouldn't like to, predict at this point in time about that fight because there's too many factors involved here. There's age, there's hunger, there's experience, there's that championship level experience,
Yeah.
especially with Chris Eubank. But inactivity comes in, level of opposition, and it's not been great for the both of them these past few years. I know Conor Ben has been suspended for 18 months, but he still managed to wangle a
Couple
couple
of
of
fights
fights
abroad, didn't he?
abroad
He
in
had fought Peter
Florida.
Dobson and whatnot.
Pistol Pete
Yeah.
and Orozca. Where he got that win
And
against the
Eubank had them
guy.
2 fights with Liam Smith, didn't he, with Be Fair? One got
And,
knocked out and then knocked him out in the rematch. So
and
neither are
then
in, world-class form. Conor Ben seems to have lost a step since not taking the eggs no more, shall we say. DJ Patch just said, well, so do we get a shootout on the scorecards for Skye? Or predicted that Skye is better fighter, much higher level, and much better ring IQ. Yeah, mate, I can
Well,
only see Skye Nicholson
well,
dominating
this
that
is
fight, although Tiara Brown is an absolute warrior.
this is the consensus that you know the the good looking boxer in Skye Nicholson when she's in the ring, she moves very well. She the jab she uses to is probably a best weapon, and she is very clever in that ring.
Eddie Hearn's
Uh,
side piece, apparently.
allegedly, this is recorded, so
Yep, that's
we
what
have
the
to
quotes were, the air
disclaimer.
quotes. Allegedly, of course.
But it was Tiara Brown brings another element that Skye's not fought before. She brings that American
Rough, rugged, and
hunger.
raw.
As you saw in the press conference and the weigh-in, she's been all over Skye's face and trying to intimidate Skye on home ground. Skye has been, taking it very well, just laughing away. But there is still a certain level of uncomfortableness in that persona, smiling, that you can tell. And I think Tiara Brown has got under her skin a wee bit. So it'll be interesting to see just how much respect this guy gives Tiara, who, is promising a big performance.
Yeah. We've got a
And
couple of comments just come in, neutral. Sorry, mate.
yeah, let's
Kambosos
go.
needs his ego to be full and plump to perform. Just doing a promo for Conor Ben Eubank. Yeah, seen that one, mate. The next fight ain't going to go the distance. No, Teremoana Jr. is definitely not going the distance, in my opinion, mate. It's only a 6-rounder, but I still think he's going to clean his clock.
It could be first round with Teremoana.
Yeah. Then we'll be waiting half an hour for the Skye fight because that's not till 10:30 or something.
That's all right.
Someone even said 11:15. So
we'll keep the fans entertained with our boxing
somehow, yeah.
knowledge.
DJ
It's
Patch just
limited.
said, check out Tiara's record, cannon fodder, and last fight's not even a KO. Skye will put on her from the go and work behind that jab. Andrew Mackay said, can she keep Tiara off, and is Tiara's power enough? Skye with 140 amateurs and most likely control the distance and timing and punish her for all the shit talk. That is true, mate, yeah. Tiara is the
Absolutely.
rough American style, come forward. She will come out and attack Skye, but we know Skye has got the best defence in boxing. She's like the female Shakur Stevenson. She's just going to stay on that back foot, make her look a div out of herself and just pick her off at ease. That's how I see it going.
I'm with you,
Second best boxing,
SWS boxing.
Teremoana, round 1 incoming.
I'm with him.
I'm back in 1 second, Mr. Neutral.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I have to agree. I think Teremoana is just coming here to make a statement, move on to the next show. Yeah, this cannon fodder, as the saying goes in boxing. And we were about to have Teremoana coming out now because David Diamante is in the ring announcing the next fight. And get to jabbed all night. Agree. Yep, Skye's going to win it, says SWS Boxing. 95% of boxing has Skye winning this fight. She has the skill set. She has the ability, the ring IQ. And it's up to Tiara Brown to bring that American fire to Australia today and to, back up just what she's been saying all week, and certainly in the build-up to this fight, that she's going to win it. And why not? That's what you've got to say. And big up to Tiara. She's gone all the way to Australia, foreign soil, to take on this challenge. And I'm pretty sure she'll give a good account of herself either way. But it's a big ask. As we watch Singh coming into the ring on his ring walk, very slow ring walk, I have to say. Enjoying the atmosphere of the Australian crowd, soaking it all up, taking in some big match atmosphere. Again,
Sorry about that,
stalls
mate.
to get to the ring. Yeah, no problem. Just take the
Have you got
guys
Singh
through.
just get into the ring now?
Yeah, he's just getting his mouthpiece in now, and
Lovely.
he's soaking it up. he's having a good time. He may not last this round, but you know, at least he's going to have more attention on his ring walk than he will do for his performance, I would imagine here.
Yeah, all 5 of his losses has been stopped as well, so I can't see him taking Teremoana Jr.'s power, to be quite honest.
There he goes. Yeah, it's going to be a big ask for him, isn't it? Guy that's coming into the ring, 6 fights, 6 knockouts, scary stuff. Andrew
Should be
Mackay
fun.
says Skye will get nasty. She just hasn't been pushed yet, and she doesn't need to. That's a very good point. Has she got
Definitely.
that once she gets, you know, let's see, intimidated or angry or anything like that? Will she bring that extra zip into her punching? That's
She does.
something
She
we
could be a
have.
force.
Oof, she'd be unbeatable if she brings that side to her game.
Thanks power, which she calls style, mate. In the female game, she'll be ruining it for every girl
Yeah,
out there.
she'd be highly avoided, put it that way,
Yeah.
especially with others with belts.
Yeah, here's Moana Jr. looking slick as ever. He's a cool customer, isn't he? I like this guy so much, you know. He's such a character. Look at him coming out. He's happy as hell. Cuffing everyone in the crowd. He's got his chains on. He's loving it, mate. He's loving it.
He's another one who's dancing, soaking up the atmosphere. Yeah,
He's a
these guys
character.
love it. Oh, there's Jai Pattaya in the audience.
Yeah, he's just had his fight announced against Skye.
Yeah, he's not particularly happy about that, is he?
Well, everyone wanted the Zerdo fight, but he said the Zerdo fight's going to be next in a unification, isn't it? So at
Yeah,
least we're
because
getting it.
Zuddo, you know, this is the thing with champions; they've got to face mandatory sometimes, guys. And Zuddo is no different from anybody else, and neither is Jai Pattaya. You know, when the sanctioning bodies say it's time to fight your mandatory, it's time to fight.
It was the
But
same with Caroline Dubois against Bomi Ray Shin. Everyone's
yeah,
screaming for the Beatrice fight, for the Terry Harper fight. She had to deal with her Mando first, and then she said
yeah.
she's more than willing to fight them girls.
I'm pretty sure these fights will happen soon enough. You know, we just want them now, you know, to settle, you know, some imaginary scores in the head right now. But you know, I think these fights can just keep on marinating; and they'll come up good.
Yeah, definitely. Andrew Mackay just said Teremoana, whack, whack, splat. That will be the way of this fight. Couldn't agree more, my brother. Couldn't agree more. Literally, you took the
So
words
you
right
know,
out of my mouth there.
I'm gonna watch out for that now. It'll be a
It's going to be buff, buff, splat.
But
Good
Singh
night
does
to Mr. Singh.
He does not look the most
He's not looking the best of
gym
shape, does he?
friendly right now. Shape. I'm just wondering how well he's actually going to be able to move because he's very, very large around the
Very
middle.
plump. He's plump.
There, yes. But James Singh, 12 wins, 5 losses, 11 wins by way of knockout. So he must have something in one of the hands.
And all 5 of his stoppages, though, have come by knockout. He's been knocked out all 5 losses.
Yeah, so it's either he knocks him out or gets knocked out.
He's tailor-made for Teremoana here, though, isn't he? Let's be truthful, he's
It could be
tailor-made.
fun.
Couldn't have picked a better opponent for him to fight.
But I do want to see James get one big shot off on Teremoana, just to test Teremoana's chin. It'd be nice to see his chin tested. So, look, the crowd are going mad. The corner's going mad for him. This guy's highly thought of,
Very much so.
And he's going places. And he's only 27 years of age, and he's got a long time in the game yet to come.
He's a big boy at 6'6" as well.
Aye, he's oh my god, he towers over it.
Yeah, 6 foot singers. 6'6" for Teremoana Jr.
It's like watching 300 there. Such as the height advantage over his guy. But look, they're about to rock and roll here. James Singh.
Don't blink. I miss it.
Yes, as in the words of the immortal Andrew Mackay, it's whack whack splat that he will be looking for here, and they're off. So the two orthodox boxers, and it's Singh who's the one taking the centre of the ring. Talk of that punch. He caught him, but Teremoana comes back with a 2-punch combination. Oh, Oh, look for that big uppercut from range, didn't hit.
And
But
like Andrew said, Singh will be swinging for the fences, and we'll have a
oh,
bonus so Eddie can see it. You know it, Andrew.
he's
You
just
know
took
it.
a big right and a left there, and he's
Ready to
rocking
go.
already. He's rocking already. Teremoana just needs to be accurate here. Singh tries to throw a big haymaker, hits the gloves. Moana approaching the guard down, works the body. Singh comes back with a big left, but it hits the gloves. Moana. Oh, another big right from Singh through the middle. Moana's chin is taking it. Oh, comes back with two of his own. Very calm looking Moana in the middle now as James Singh tries to hold on. Referee separates. Big right.
Yeah.
Moana takes it on the guard. Acknowledges it. Comes back.
Teremoana looks comfortable.
Jabbing at range.
Oh, big right hand there. Overhand bolo shot there from Singh.
There's another one. And this is what I mean, Jams. There's three. And Moana takes it with ease. Good gracious. If this guy could take a shot of the power punching.
He'll be formidable.
Oh, there he goes. 3 or 4 shots of his head. He's lining them up. Singh's been rocked. An uppercut comes in. He left has rocked him a right. And he's down in the first round.
Right overhand combination. Mixed it up. Put his man on the seat of his
He's
pants.
up on his feet. The referee's just letting him see off the rest of the count, compose himself, pulls him forward.
I don't think he's going to make it.
Will we see the end of the round as Moana comes in now? He's not going in for the kill, just lining up the accurate shots. Unleashes now, left-right combination, but takes one in return. Oh, and James Singh is gone. He's going. Yeah, he's had enough in the first round, 47 seconds to go.
No mass.
It's like hitting a brick wall there, Jams.
He absolutely. Teremoana just concussed him, mate. Concussed him. And
7th straight stoppage by way of TKO in round 1. But I will give James Singh his flowers. He caught him numerous occasions. He did catch Teremoana numerous occasions of power shots. That's what I was looking for. I wanted to see that chin being tested. It was tested. And boy, this Teremoana looks like he can take it. He's going to be causing problems.
Can't wait for him to be stepped up in class soon, mate. When he gets to about 10 or 12 fights, Neutral, get him over here to fight the likes of someone like Dillian White or someone.
I'm pretty sure Eddie Hunt will be delighted with that performance from Moana. Did what he's supposed to do against a middle heavy James Singh. But to be giving his credit, he didn't go in there and lay down, as the replay shown some beautiful shots from James Singh hitting home, but it was like hitting a brick wall. And
he got him there. He got him. Teremoana, very special, very good talent.
The inevitable happened, the stoppage. Fair play to Singh, to Sam, SWS Boxing. Absolutely agree with that, mate. He didn't come there just to lay down. He actually come out swinging. Did connect with 5, 6 beautiful punches. And as we said, Teremoana just come back, done his work. Accurate.
Cleaned his clock.
Stunning punches. Good night. Well, not good night. It's get down. So they may be putting on a fella here in between fights because they are finishing so early. Although the Palacio fight went a distance, that was a great fight to start off this card. Kataev and Palacio. Really enjoyed that. A real beating from both guys. And then,
that was a real war, mate, between Kataev and Palacio. That was fantastic. That Argentine deserves some props, mate, for the heart and grit he showed in that fight.
Eddie Hunt was delighted with him, and I would imagine he'll get a big fight soon enough as well. But David Diamante's called the 2 boxers just to go through the inevitable rigmarole of procedure. And Moana is announced as your win by TKO, 7 wins, 7 knockouts. And this guy is going to be a problem one day to the big major players. But until the meantime, we have to big up Australian boxing and New Zealand, or the whole region, actually, Australasia. They're actually producing some really, really good world level boxers right now. And
they're on a terrific trajectory, mate. Australia and Oceania at the moment. They're doing some. They've got some great
absolutely,
fighters, like some big giant
absolutely.
fighters, Skye Nicholson, Justice Hooney, now
Yeah.
Teremoana. You know,
Cherneka Johnson.
Cherneka Sugarneeks, yeah, of course. You've
They're
still got
starting
Liam
to,
Poirot. People forget about Liam Poirot just because he had
and of
one defeat.
course,
You know, he's not done. Tim Zhu, not done. You know what I mean?
George is still here.
You got the
And
young
watch
bucks as well. Max McIntyre, Xavier Fletcher, Austin
Nikita Zhu.
Ayacuso. Austin
Nikita
Ayacuso as
Zhu.
well.
Watch out for him, the middleweight.
Yeah,
Nikita Zhu.
he looks
Brother of
good,
Tim,
yeah.
younger brother of Tim Zhu, unbeaten. Absolutely great prospect. Look, I think he's boxing's Paddy Pimblett. He's got that similar kind of hairstyle, the blonde look. But he's solid, and I've watched him a couple of times, and I've been very, very impressed. So I'm looking for a big fight from Nikita Zhu coming out soon. But yeah, they're starting to produce some really nice
Liam
boxers.
Poirot, says Andrew Mackay.
Aye, big little Liam Poirot, ex-champion there. Only lost to Richardson Hitchens.
Pulled off that super shock win, didn't he, against Barrios?
Aye, super win. And then, of course, Subriel Matthias taking that win.
Yeah, sorry, yeah,
that belt,
Subriel Matthias, that's the one, not Barrios.
taking the belt off him.
Yeah, before losing it to
Wonderful.
Richardson Hitchens.
Yeah, so, it's looking good for Australian boxing. Just got to keep on producing them. Tim and Nikita can't get off the centre line, says Andy. Don't have a circular game, just a linear approach. Needs a variety. I hope they get it sorted, because it'd be too good. That boxing family needs to be it needs to be at the forefront of Australian boxing.
Yeah, well, we might be getting Keith One-Time Furman against Tim Zhu, so that'll be a fun watch, as long as both men do what they've got to do to get this fight made.
Oh,
I'd definitely be up for watching that at 154.
That's a cracking fight. That is a cracking fight. Nikita Zhu, Tim Zhu, and
Keith
Furman.
Yeah,
he looked great, Keith, didn't he? When he comes back,
Brock Jarvis apart in the 3rd round. Yeah, fantastic performance after how many years out he's had. You know what I mean? He's been very inactive. To come back with performance like it looked like he hadn't lost a step at all.
And Brock Jarvis is no pushover.
Yeah, definitely. Tim Zhu fight would be fantastic. Be terrific.
Great. And Tim Zhu should get that fight, actually, because they've done PBC he's done PBC a couple of favours, especially over the Charlo affair. He was meant to be Charlo's mandatory, and then he ended up fighting Tony Harrison. Done the business with him, so he's got a good relationship with PBC. So I'd imagine that fight can be made. Igor, the Russian coach, needs an assistant with more creative force for the better of the team. Can't run the same strategy for so long. Yeah, you've got to have a measure of involvement at some point in your work. Even the greatest coaches alive would always update and evolve the work. Manny Stewart, 41 champions. Freddie Roach, 27 champions. You can't keep to the same formula and expect that to keep winning. It has to adapt. Boxing is no different from anything else in life. It has to evolve. And as you see now, the power and the accuracy in boxing today is a lot better than it was in the 70s and 80s. And to some measure, the 90s. It wasn't. I mean, the 90s was a freak decade, Jams. It was one of them that produced so many characters and so many high-level elite boxers. We were spoiled back in them days.
Steve Collins, Chris Eubank, Nigel Benn, all them lot. They were the times, mate. You still had Mike Tyson, bloody Lennox Lewis, Frank Bruno, bloody
Vander Holyfield, Riddick Bowe. George Foreman, rest in
Big George was
peace.
still knocking about, yeah. Oh, R.I.P. to George Foreman, by the way. I know I
Tommy
mentioned at the start of the
Morrison,
show, but
Tommy Morrison, Galota,
yeah,
Mustus Ray Musser.
yeah, what a fighter.
So many great Shannon Briggs. Oh,
The
Vladimir,
Cannon, yeah, he was a
the,
madman.
the two Klitschko's were fighting in the 90s. And
Yeah,
we had so many elite level boxing in the 90s. It was unreal. And then it started that decline in boxing, but 2015 almost, it started to come alive again. And now it's starting to dominate other sports on television now. For me, as you know,
yeah.
because it's brought in. Look at Jake Paul, what he's done with MVP over there in America.
Done great for Amanda Serrano. Just signed Alicia Bumgarner now too. Bumgardner,
It,
so that's a big signing for them. The undisputed super feather
yeah,
title holder. You know what I mean?
brought in over 1 million new subscribers worldwide just for that fight, just for boxing.
Love him or
Uh,
hate him, he's doing big things for
well,
boxing
this
in
is
that
it.
way, putting eyes on the game. Even that trash with Mike Tyson, it was a joke of a fight, don't get me wrong. But look at the eyes it put on the game, on getting Netflix involved in boxing. Now TKO and that are looking to do their shit on Netflix. So it's
Yeah,
opened up a whole new corridor for boxing fans. Think about all the under 18s who watch Netflix on the daily. They're going to see boxing matches popping up on their timeline. And we're going to get new fans, new generation of boxing fans. It can
absolutely.
only be good for the sport, mate, in my opinion. Although Jake
Yeah,
Paul is a bit of a dick, let's be truthful. But he puts eyes on the game, and you can't fuck with that. So,
this is true.
Andrew Mackay has said Igor can't. He's got no vision. SWS Boxing says, what about Teremoana, apologies, versus Hemi Ohio next? Hemi won earlier today. I,
Oh,
I
I
wouldn't say
didn't
no
see
to it,
that.
mate. Yeah,
I
both
didn't
early in
see
the
that fight.
career.
But yeah, Teremoana is just going to, he needs to rack up rounds, so that they're going to have to be very careful with Teremoana. You can't keep feeding him one rounders.
No,
He
he
needs
needs to
to,
step up his like what they had to do with Katayev earlier. They have to put someone in who can go the rounds with him and take him 10. You know what I mean? Or at
yeah,
least 8 at first. And then see where we go from there.
yeah. It's
SOS
got
Boxes just said Skye's up next. Yes, mate, against Tiara Brown. We're here for that one next. Looking forward to
just
this one, mate.
it's just showing some of Skye's training regimes right now, and even Johnny Fisher is enjoying the view.
The
She
Romford
she's
Bull.
she's training at the Essex gym there. That must have been some time ago at the Rainham Boxing Club. But yeah,
Yeah, the Skye Nicholson versus Tiara Brown one is obviously for the WBC featherweight world title. We know how good Skye is. She's got a record of 12-0. She only got the one knockout, so needs a little bit more snapping of punches. Oh, actually, does she? Maybe not, because she's already doing the job without having to knock these girls out. So, as again, like I said earlier, the comparisons with Shakur Stevenson, although he's got a few more knockouts in the men's game, obviously, they're very similar style. Hit and don't get hit. That's the art of pugilism. That is the sport of boxing. The sweet science is hit and don't get hit, and that's what Skye does very, very well. But today she's got a tough one in Tiara Brown, who's got a record of 18-0-0 with 11 knockouts. So this girl can smack. Very limited opponents, in my opinion, but they're still bodies that have been knocked out and counted. So she can punch. So if she catches Skye, we let's see how Skye takes it, because Skye's never really been clocked. Be
see,
interesting to see if Tiara catches her. What will happen with Skye Nicholson? Will she come out fighting, or will she backtrack and run and dance and pick her off at will with a jab?
all
Intriguing.
resumes of all resumes are filled up with what we would consider, some for a better,
Cannon
uh,
fodder.
better tomato cans or bums or whatever people. I call them journeymen, right?
Yeah. Or I think
You,
Americans call them tomato cans nowadays, don't they?
yeah, you've got to fill your resume up with it. It's called experience gaining.
Of course.
Nobody's going to put you in with a top level fighter with 4 or 5 fights into your career.
The money just
It
won't be there,
doesn't.
bro, will it? The money just
It
won't be
doesn't
there.
work like that. So even Skye Nicholson's resume is filled up with cannon fodder. The same. It's only when you get to that level that you realize how good these people are. Now, she's very good. She's only got the one knockout, Skye. She's up
Yeah.
against a boxer who's proven to knock out people.
Yeah, the
So
thing is with Tiara though, neutral. Sorry to interrupt you, bro. Is she's very much another Raven Chapman. You know, Skye's last fight where she won 9 rounds to 1, 10 rounds to nil with some. She's very
yeah,
flat-footed, very come forward, and that's what Skye likes. That's light work for Skye
no
because
doubt
they're
about
going to
that.
keep coming. She's going to keep dancing and picking them off.
But can she keep doing that for 10 rounds and with hoping to stop her opponent who's going to keep coming forward? And at some point, it's going to find success. And this is what Skye's not dealt with before. This is what Skye is going to deal with in this fight. It's that ongoing pressure. Skye Nicholson's not guaranteed in people's minds that she's going to knock this boxer out. So, like you said, she has to pick a shot. She has to come. She has to work from the outside, and she has to move. And that's energy expending against a person that's high guard and walking you down, right?
Yeah.
Walking you down and trying to come up through the inside and close that distance. And the less energy is the one that's coming forward with the high guard against the one that's trying to, from the outside and jab and keep you away. That for me is what if
More
she tries.
tiring.
Yeah, if she wants to engage at some point with Tiara, that's going to tell you then just how good Skye's chin is. Has she got
Definitely.
the full package? Then you're right. She'll never have to rely on a knockout power because she has that skill. But one day she'll come up against somebody just as skillful.
That's the worry, isn't it? SWS Boxing said Skye unanimous decision. Yeah, I'm with you on that, mate. I think it'll be an absolute 9-1 jobber. 9-1, 10-0, just like Raven Chapman. Andrew Mackay could change up Skye and give her the close game, but they have to change the feet. Linear at range, square up close. Too many boxers are one style. New generation fighters need three styles. Yeah, people like Katak style and people like that who can just mix it up and change it on a sixpence. They can go from brawler to absolute flawless boxer. That's what you need to be seeing. A bit like Lamont Roach did against Tank. He was in there
Yeah.
mixing it up with Tank like a brawler, and then he kept him on the jab and just outboxed him at times. It can be
If
done.
you look at the soccer players, the great soccer players are good with both feet, right? A great boxer is great with both hands. And, there's too many boxers who we know and have identified in history that relied on that one hand. You look at Joe Calzaghe, for instance, 46-0. And because he was just as powerful with both hands, he had so many knockouts and so many
One of my favourite
stoppages.
fighters, mate, Big Joe. He don't get enough credit, in my opinion, Joe Calzaghe.
No. And do you know why? Because it's a fear factor. It's a fear factor that Joe Calzaghe would prove better than anybody that ever come out of America.
Even beat the great Roy Jones Jr. I know Roy Jones was spent by then. It was the end of his
Jeff,
career, but still beat him. Jeff Lacey.
Yeah, but he's given that Rocky Marciano tag, right, James? Because Rocky Marciano had the same thing. Jersey Joe Walcott, Archie Moore, Joe Lewis. He beat all of them, but the excuses come out. Oh, they're old men, right? Joe Calzaghe's getting the same thing. Jeff Lacey, Roy Jones Jr. Was it Bernard? No, not Bernard. I can't remember the other big American he'd beaten at that time. Not Mike McCallum. No, anyway, he though he would. The excuses were that they were old men past their primes and all that. I hate that.
They're
Lennox
still
Lewis
elite
was
fighters. They
Lennox
don't just
Lewis was
stop being
past
good
his
because they're old,
prime.
does it?
Exactly. George Foreman was past his prime, become champion again.
Over 45-year-old.
Lennox Lewis was 38 when he retired undisputed. There's no excuses. If you take a loss, you get back up and you win, and you get back in that ring and win. But he never tasted defeat. So, in much the same as Rocky Marciano, we can never gauge. They'll never give the credit for gauging them up against the traditional greats.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so Jael Patai is just getting a wee ring interview there with...
probably talking about his fight that's been announced against Skye.
Yeah.
May 13th, I believe. Andrew has said, I agree, mate. He also says both hands and free ranges amid two dimensions, linear and circular. It's fun to see, mate. I just hope we see something new from Skye here, because we know what she can do. And let's see if she can do something a little bit different. Will she get in the pocket and tear it up with Tiara? Might be a mistake if she does, but it'd be good to see. It'd be fun for us to watch and give the fans a little bit of excitement.
She'll need to keep linear punching very prevalent throughout this fight, straight down the middle, no lines. Not, you know, if you've got that technique in boxes where you can come round the side and get that perfect hook, you know, like not many women have got that technique to come round the side in that circular motion. And it's a very hard technique to master, but men do it very well. You know, not being sexist, but when women do that technique, it's just not as snappy as a man coming round the side. So yeah, she's very good at going straight down the middle, straight and through the middle, through the uppercut. She's got that long range against Tiara Brown here. But again, that aggression Tiara's bringing is something that Skye's not seen before. So this is going to be intriguing.
A battle of wits, shall we say.
Yeah.
It'll be good as well. She's obviously got 7 years on her. Skye's 7 years her junior. You know what I mean? She's not boxed for a professional as long. 2016, Tiara Brown started pro boxing. 2021 for Skye. So it's you know, big differences in that. But obviously we know what Skye brings. We know how she boxes. But Tiara's not afraid. Tiara is not one bit afraid of what Skye's got. Not in any way, shape, or form. She really genuinely believes she's going to win this fight, and maybe by knockout. So she's coming to put hell on Skye Nicholson tonight in Australia.
Yeah. She's got that true. She's got that true typical belief system in themselves, you know,
that you need to be a top level fighter.
Yeah, and look, she embraces it very well as a ring walk as she's coming out, and she's oozing confidence. You know, she's unbeaten, 18-0. This is a bit like Devin Haney coming to Australia. You know, to take that belt
twice.
To take the belt off, you know, George Kambosos. Is there a wee bit of irony here that George Kambosos is actually headlining this card when we got a very similar style of fight? You got, you know, George Kambosos, who was the champion, Skye Nicholson, not the same style of boxing, but the same scenario.
Actually, the opposite style, isn't it? Devon's more like Skye, and Tiara's more like Kambosos, you know, brawler.
Exactly. And does brawler beat the boxer here? This is the thing. I'm not, you know, trying to put words in people's mouths, but this is some element of danger here you've got to give to Tiara Brown. Unbeaten.
Yeah, she's coming to fight, mate. Just ask Coach Christine Lopez. She'll tell you. Yeah, she said it on her show yesterday. She really believes Tiara's going to win this, just like she believed Lamont Roach was going to beat Tank. And look how nearly right she was on that.
Yeah, and there's not there's not one female boxer who's got 11 knockouts in their current resume within, you know, since becoming a pro. She does bring power.
She's got some snap in her punches for sure.
Yeah, the women's knockouts are rare as it is, but to get 11 on your resume out of 18 fights, my goodness. You know, that's got to be recognized. The names are not up
to much, as we know, but
doesn't matter.
Still bodies. They're still people.
Chins don't have muscles, Jams.
That's it. You still got to have that snap yourself to put them to sleep.
Exactly. You know, what makes me laugh is what in resumes is people think, right, knockouts, that they got weak constitutions. No, it doesn't work like that. Excuse me, I've got a...
Yeah, no problem, mate. No problem. Skye's just coming out for a ring walk. They've got the new commemorative WBC belt. That's coming out. So whoever wins gets this lovely red belt with all these jewels on and that's been specially made for Skye or Tiara. It really is a pretty, pretty belt. Let's see if Skye's going to be taking that home with her. Or will Tiara be taking it back to the United States? Andrew Mackay said, give me a gamer with a lot of self-belief that comes forward and I will show you a guy with brain damage. She's been fighting bums. Skye will bring her over the front foot, end it, and it will affect her. And it will affect her power being drawn in over the front foot. Yeah, believe me, I'm with you. I'm with you. I can't see anything but a Skye Nicholson masterclass here. But you got to give Tiara props. She's in there. She dares to dream. She believes in herself. Her team believe in her. She flew halfway around the world to come down under for this fight in Sydney. She's challenging probably the best female in female boxing at the moment. She's got some guts. You got to give Tiara Brown the props for that. She's a game lass. She's come to put on a show.
Absolutely. That was your parcel, by the way, that just come.
Oh, fantastic.
So, yeah. Lovely brand new belt.
Yeah, that commemorative belt looks pretty, doesn't it? It's pretty.
Yeah, by the WBC there. Andrew says it will affect her power being drawn over the front foot. Absolutely. Especially if she goes over the front foot and comes in on the inside, puts her off balance. It will break her structure, yeah, but she's got to keep that huge ego. But it's all gonna hurt tonight too. Yeah, it could well do. There's nothing worse than being picked off at ease and being taken apart round by round and a cumulative damage in that time. But I think Tiara Brown is going to have a wee bit more about her than previous opponents. So Raven Chapman was a very, very good scalp on Skye Nicholson's record.
Yes, who a saviour. Thank you so much for coming through, mate. Please hit that subscribe button if you're not already on YouTube.
No, Skye's...
We appreciate every one of you. He said, did Skye win yet? And what's happening right now? It's just about to start, my man. It's literally 2 minutes from starting, pal. We'll keep you going right the way through this fight and the Kambosos fight.
So stay with us. And we'll take you through it.
We certainly will. They're just calling out Tiara Brown at the moment, reading out her resume of 18 wins, 11 knockouts, no losses, no draws. She looks uber confident, very confident indeed.
Absolutely. She's got
and he's the champion. Listen to the roar for the champ.
Can he?
You can just see the whole crowd are off their feet. They're loving it.
Oof, my goodness.
Andrew Mackay said, very discouraging. I agree. To get picked apart. It'd be interesting to see how Tiara deals with that. I wish them both well. Yes, me too,
yeah,
mate. They're seconded from Red Corner Boxing. We do too, mate. That's all we ever want in fights, is that both go home to their families. There's bigger things than boxing. Not many things, but there is some. And that is getting home safe and well to their families. So God bless them both. Let's hope for a great fight. And both ladies get to go home safe and well.
And may the best boxer win. And here we go. A very much anticipated fight. Some say it should have been the main event. Such as the importance of the homecoming for Skye Nicholson. But, respect to George, he's a big name. And,
yeah, definitely.
He's been in there with the best.
He has. He deserves his last swan song if this is his last one. Although, apparently he wants to fight Jack Catterall next. They've agreed on a little thing on next, where they've said they're more than happy to mix it up next. Hopefully in the UK.
Yeah, that'd be good. And
I think that'd be a good style matchup. I'd be attending that one for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully in Manchester. And yeah, that'd be a great style. George be moving up to 140. That'd be good to see what he looks like at new weight. Meet him, the world are good. But look, they're off now. It's round one. Both off orthodox style, and it's Tiara Brown is just using that left hand. Nobody's engaged yet, but she's just using that left hand, keeping it busy in front of Skye Nicholson's face to keep her at range. Look like they're both the same size. Tiara Brown just looks like the bigger fighter from a taller standpoint. Very similar frame.
Skye Nicholson southpaw stance as well.
Oh, she's moved to southpaw now. Yeah, I've just seen
she
that.
Does. Yeah, she switches up.
She's
very
switched.
At switching.
But nobody's connected yet. 40 seconds gone. It's very much feeling each other out, trying to duck and feint. And Skye's keeping her right hand very low. She tries
Skye's
to
a notoriously slow starter as well, neutral. She's a notoriously slow starter in fights. She always takes two rounds to download the data, then she'll get to work.
Oh, but look, Tiara Brown just tried to unleash a combination after Skye committed herself for a shot. And she's looking very, very strong right now. And it's Skye who's just at her left there. tries to find that right hand through the guard of Tiara Brown, dancing round the ring. Brown just throws out a left, doesn't hit home. Skye retaliates, comes back. There's a right through the guard from Skye Nicholson. At last, she gets her first shot off. But Tiara Brown is walking her down, walking around in a circle. Skye Nicholson moving to her left. Now she's got her guard up a little bit more as Tiara Brown forces her against the ropes. Counter punch there from Skye Nicholson to move her away. Tight. Tiara Brown now resets back in the middle, throws out that jab. Nothing hits home. Two feints there from Nicholson at the end of that round. And it's the end of that round, Jams.
Yeah,
Who
how are
have
you giving that,
you?
mate? You giving that to Skye or to Tiara?
I'm going to give it to Skye.
Yeah, same,
Just.
mate.
But the effective aggression was coming from Tiara Brown. I think there was just a couple of shots she got off the Skye that hit home. Tiara had a bit of trouble pinning her down. I just saw the one shot from Tiara, which was of any significance. But I've just given that round to Skye just for being outpunched. But
Yeah.
a good opening round, and by no means one-sided.
No, like I say though, Skye always starts slow. She's notorious for it. She likes to download the data 2 or 3 rounds and then she'll get down to business. We're just about to get underway for round 2, guys, so stick with us. If you're joining us on X, please head over to the Red Corner Boxing YouTube channel and give us a subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. And here we go, round 2's underway.
Here they
Tiara
go.
Brown edging forward. Skye, as usual, keeping that right hand up, popping out the little jab. She switches to southpaw again, left hand up, right hand popping out.
And you've got Tiara Brown. She's ducking and diving. She's trying to move and find an angle to come in and connect, but Skye moves away. Brown still coming forward. High guard, throws a right, doesn't hit home. And now
Definitely not
Skye.
overawed by the occasion, is she, at all, Tiara Brown?
She's not. She's bringing the fight to Skye Nicholson, but she got picked off on the counter there. And this is going to be the story all night. Tiara Brown doesn't stop moving that hand. She's keeping Skye Nicholson guessing. Nicholson has to be very careful with her shots, and that's exactly what she's doing. A nice right there on the counter. Circles and wheels away. Resets back in the middle. Tiara Brown still trying to walk her down.
High.
Oh, there's a shot that hit home from Brown, but she got countered straight away from Nicholson. Back to the middle. Tiara throws a right. Doesn't hit home. Now they engage. One each got hit home there. That was a good exchange. And still,
warm up a little bit here in the second.
It is. It's going exactly as I thought it would do. You got Skye Nicholson moving away from the very advancing Tiara Brown, but she's picking her off as we were predicting there before in these early rounds. She's been made to work now by Tiara Brown, who's bringing the fight and forces her back onto the ropes. But once again, back comes Skye Nicholson. A nice check right hook made Tiara Brown reset herself, but she's still walking her down. There's 18 seconds in this round, and Skye Nicholson is clearly picking off on the counter and enjoying some success in this round.
Tiara needs to get a pin down, doesn't he, mate? She needs to get a pin down in the corner and start letting her hands go. That's the only chance she's got. That's another 10-9 for Skye for me, matey. What say you?
Yeah, it very much was. There's some 4, 5, 6 occasions that Skye Nicholson just picked her off for single shots as Tiara Brown was committing herself coming in. But she's got to close the distance a lot quicker, Tiara. She's trying to box Skye right now, and that's probably not to her advantage. But as I said, how long does Skye need to keep this up? I did say that Tiara Brown will use shorter distance around the ring by staying in the centre, forcing Skye round the ring to do the work. And that's what she's trying to do right now. But Skye Nicholson looks fit. She looks composed, standing up in the corner waiting for the bell.
Andrew Mackay says, here we go. Round 3, Skye will gear up. Yeah, I agree, mate. So this is when I expect
Will she start turning the screw is what she needs to do now and show Tiara Brown she cannot be dominated on the home ground in front of the home fans and try to come for her crown. Tiara Brown now back in the middle of the ring. Keeping the high guard, unleashes her left to the right as Skye Nicholson tries to counter. None of them hit home that time. Goes downstairs now, Tiara Brown. Covers up, there's Nicholson.
Good shot there from Tiara. Caught
She
Skye
did get a
Nicholson there.
shot. Straight down the middle.
Best shot of the
Nicholson
fight
tries
for
to
Tiara.
come back. That was the best shot yet. And now she's walking the body on the inside. This is what she needs to do. She needs to get there quick and keep Nicholson from doing her good work. But still, Nicholson punches off the cuff and manages to get a counter in before Tiara Brown could do her best work and get her in
shot there.
Close up. It was a nice body shot, but she needs to follow up. The referee gets in the way, gives Nicholson a warning, keeping her hands up.
Using the shoulder. For using the shoulder.
Yeah. And it's now Tiara Brown showing that effective aggression now. She's trying to bully Skye Nicholson, who once again counters, wheels her away, and now comes in. She wants to engage Tiara Brown now. She feels she's had enough of the running around the ring, but still resets. Trying to use that footwork to gain an angle, but Tiara Brown has proven very, very elusive. Even for Skye Nicholson to get her best work off. So the connecting shots are few and far between here.
Definitely, mate, definitely. But Tiara's rough, rugged and raw, exactly like we expected. She's coming in. She's willing to throw hands. She just needs to pin Skye down, and that's not an easy task. And she's not managing it so far.
It's clear to me that Tiara Brown is trying to make this a battle of wills and, and keep Skye Nicholson using that energy up. Some good movement there from Tiara Brown in defence. So nobody's really
hit. Interesting, yeah, certainly is.
That was an interesting round. The fact is that neither Skye nor Tiara, for me, won it convincingly. That's a swing round for me. I wouldn't like to see where that round went at all, Jams.
No, I'd give it to Skye though, being the home fighter, of course. I think the judges will give it to Skye. So I've put it down as Skye. So I've got it 30-27 to Skye being Nicholson after 3. Well, but Tiara Brown's in this fight. She's not by no means being outgunned.
She's turning the screw, Jams. She's going to, and this is what I found was interesting in that round. It was by far her better round, but it was for other work. It was for defence. It was for getting in close and bullying. A couple of good body shots she got off, but it wasn't enough probably to win the round in the judges' eyes.
Both landed a decent left to the body in that round. Both of them landed the exact same shot. It was fantastic body.
I couldn't separate them, but will Tiara Brown now start to turn that screw even more on Skye? This is getting very fascinating now. Let's go. Round 4.
Yeah, we're into round 4 of 10 here in Sydney. Again, this is for the featherweight WBC 126 pound title. They've got the commemorative belt for the winner, so it's a special moment for this. Whoever wins this fight, they get a lovely new belt, courtesy of Riyadh Season Ring Magazine.
It's Skye Nicholson now trying to keep that range away from Tiara. Tiara's got her round on the inside now working the body. Nicholson's desperately trying to get her away, keeping at range, but Tiara's rushing her, closing that distance. There's an engagement, 2 left rights from each other, both at home. Tiara now working her back to the ropes. Nicholson moves her away, engages. Referee says no, separate. 2 jabs there from Nicholson. Tiara Brown still with that aggressive walking her down posture, trying to duck and dive and find angles. I find the right hand of Tiara Brown is quicker than her left hand, which is not hitting home after she uses her right and her left. The left is just doing nothing.
Yeah, she needs to start letting both hands go here, bro. She does.
Yeah. Nicholson, 2 shots with the right hand in on the counter. Left uppercut through the middle, got home. Tiara Brown still roughing it up, still coming forward.
Nice nothing right much there from Tiara.
It was. And it hit straight in the nose.
Yeah,
back comes Nicholson.
And again with a little check left as she was pulling away. She caught her again there. Skye's got to be a bit careful of them shots, because we know with 11 knockouts, Tiara can bang.
She certainly can. It's getting messy. It's getting exhausting in there for Skye. Will her stamina keep up there for 10 rounds at this pace that Tiara Brown is bringing to the fight right now? And again, it gets messy in the ring. But again, I give that round to Skye Nicholson, only because the counter work was
Definitely.
a lot better. But once again, I can see the strategy with Tiara Brown. She's sapping the energy of Skye Nicholson with this counter-punching strategy that she's got. And she's blowing a bit harder now in the corner of the ring as the trainer is giving her instructions to come round the sides. That's what he's telling Skye Nicholson.
Yeah, that's where the money shot is, because she's open. When she comes
But
in, Tiara lets her hands go. That gap's
she
there.
hasn't
Skye could
got that
easily work that
snap.
left-right combo to the body.
She hasn't got that snap to come round the side. It's a swing rather than a snap.
And
So
just before
she,
we get to the next round, they're just advertising Jaron Boots Ennis against Stanionios. What a fight that's going to be, mate. But anyway,
what?
I like Imantis. It'll be a good
Boots is
fight.
in
Here we
trouble.
go. We're underway for round 5, guys.
Round 5. This will be after this round, the halfway point. Skye Nicholson comfortably up on points at this rate, but she has been made to work
40-36.
very hard. Once again, Tiara Brown, as the effective aggression comes forward,
Definitely.
a nice right on the counter as Tiara comes rushing in. And now Tiara unloads her combinations. Uppercut through the middle. That was a better shot from Brown as she walks her opponent down and tangles her up. This is the inside work I was talking to you about, Jams. This is where Tiara Brown gets a success, but a nice left from Skye coming off the clinch, sent Tiara Brown rocking back.
I don't know why the ref broke them up there. There was nothing
I have
wrong.
no
I don't know why the
idea.
ref got involved.
I don't know why he did that.
Very strange, because Tiara was just getting some work going.
But again, she's forcing Skye Nicholson back and suckling away as she engages again. Skye Nicholson started to wrap her up a wee bit more than usual. The movement's slowing down.
Maybe neutral.
She's tiring.
The aggression of Tiara.
This is what I was talking about before the fight, Jams, that the Tiara Brown brings that non-stop aggression that Skye Nicholson, she did well with Raven Chapman, but the Americans got more about her.
Yeah, certainly looks that way.
That Raven Chapman didn't have. So this is Trench City time for Skye Nicholson, and she's getting desperate, throwing big wild lefts as they both tangle up. Referee separates them. And Skye Nicholson's now planting her feet and loading up on their left hand. Oh, she had a big uppercut there from Tiara Brown on the clinch.
Skye's being warned about hitting to the back of the head of Tiara Brown there.
Skye, says the referee. That's her first warning.
Oh, they're starting to really mix it up here with 5 seconds to go of round 5. And we're at the halfway point,
right from Tiara Brown. And now the chin is being tested of Skye Nicholson at the end of that round. I'm giving that round to Tiara Brown, my man.
Yeah, I am too, mate. I've already got it wrote down as Brown. We've got a couple of comments. Andrew Mackay says Skye's been able to regulate and dictate the rhythms in her career. We could see Skye get KO'd. Her body did look soft, Skye. Interesting. Definitely so, mate. It is a very intriguing fight. Like I say, we're halfway through here of this WBC featherweight world title fight in Sydney, Australia. This is the main event for me. This was the fight I was looking forward to the most. Got a lot of respect for Tiara Brown. I thought Skye would be dominating. She's winning comfortably on the points, in our opinion, but it's not been as comfortable as I maybe thought it would be. Tiara's really showing her heart, her grit, and that true US style of just come forward, not give a flying one, and absolutely put it upon her. And she's doing her very best to do so. We've got Al Najim Jalili, who is winning at the min. We've got Skye Nicholson 4 rounds to 1 up, but that's not an official scorecard. Thank you for tuning in. Please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much. Here we go. Round 6, guys. We're underway. Skye Nicholson, Tiara Brown.
Tiara Brown is showing signs that she's not respecting the power of Skye Nicholson. She knows in her mind that Skye Nicholson cannot stop her. This is inspiring her to then use her boxing skills, and she looks very good now, Tiara Brown, as she wears down.
Very good start to the round for Tiara.
Very good. She went to the body there, disengaged, come back, tangled up, uppercut through the middle. This is what I was telling you about, Jams. When she gets on the inside, she's the stronger boxer. She has to keep away from the jab of Skye Nicholson. She's doing a fantastic job of it so far.
It really is, matey. Yeah, very impressed with Tiara Brown, though, in this fight. Very impressed. She's landed some great mix-up shots here.
And
again, she's landed a big one on Skye.
Oh, she's dominating this round.
The ropes.
Oh, she had an uppercut and then a left cross and
I
tangles
think
up
it's giving a
Tiara
warning
Brown.
to Tiara here. I don't know why. I don't know what the referee's warning her for there. Oh, he's warning Skye Nicholson for throwing into the ropes.
Yeah, he threw her. He said, "Are you all right?"
I
So
thought
that's
he was taking a point off
two
them.
warnings now. Two warnings now for Skye Nicholson. This is showing signs of uncomfortableness in the ring. Oh, as now Skye's loading up on the right and the left. There's a left that hit home, and now Tiara Brown is trying to again engage and come up through the middle. Referee disengages them, and again Skye Nicholson trying to keep at range. Big left as she throw there, but Tiara Brown still keeps coming back. Is this demoralising mentally for Skye Nicholson? We do not know, but she's in the trenches now in round 6 with 17 seconds to go. And once again, Tiara Brown's having a dominating round. Will this be the turning point? Oh, another uppercut through the middle from Brown, and a right from Brown as Skye is trying to reset. And she's getting outpunched now with seconds to go in this round. Oh, big round for
I'm giving that
Tiara
round to
Brown.
Brown again, neutral. What say you?
Big round for Tiara Brown, Jams.
Yeah. So we've got that 4-2 now, guys, after 6. So Tiara's clawing this back.
She
and if
is.
Skye
She's,
gets one more warning, she might have a point off. That could really change the narrative here.
it certainly can. And Tiara Brown is bringing the fire now to Skye Nicholson and trying to impose her willpower and her
More confident as
domination.
this fight goes on.
As I was saying there, I don't think she's worried about the power of Skye Nicholson. She just needs to box clever, but her eyes are focused. She's looking at the trainer intently. Oh, eyes moving straight to him. Look,
Screaming at her, don't let her go, don't let her go, don't let her go. That's what they're screaming at Tiara Brown in the corner.
Talk about paying attention. Here we go. Round 6 about to start. The gap is closing in this fight.
Round 7, bro. Round 7, this one.
Oh, I do apologise. Round 7.
No problem, mate.
Try to keep the fight alive.
I'm surprised as well. It flew by.
That's it. And Tiara Brown still comes to go forward with the aggression. Nicholson thought she saw an opening. She went for it, didn't happen. Engaged, referees separated them. Back in the middle. Brown. Oh, nice right there. Got home on the chin of Nicholson. Trying to walk her down now. Swinging wildly as the two of them tangles up. Referee again separates. And it's the pattern of the fight is Tiara Brown is coming forward. And as soon as Skye Nicholson throws a punch, they're tangled up. Oh, the uppercut comes through the middle again from Brown.
Tiara's starting to take over here, mate, in my opinion. She's starting to take over.
She's absolutely, the strength in her is amazing at this point in the fight, considering the way that these two ladies have been fighting.
Oh, big shots from Tiara. And if you remember as well, neutral, we couldn't split them in the third. If that went to Tiara on the judges, we've got this all 3 apiece.
This could well be, Jabs, because I couldn't separate them. But now it's Brown who's showing the stronger work, walking her opponent down, going to the body. Nicholson tries to hold on, swings round to the left. As Brown keeps coming at her, remember I was telling you about that pressure. She keeps walking you down. And this is what Nicholson, oh, she's at 2-3 shots on the ropes and swings round. The guard has gone down. The mouth is open from Nicholson. She's under pressure, massive pressure in round 7 now.
She took Tiara lightly here, bro. She took Tiara lightly because she seems like she's gassing out here. Does Skye?
I did see Prema in the prediction shows that you can't take Tiara Brown too easily.
Good shot there from Tiara again on the inside. Skye fires back, and that's a dominant Tiara Brown round for me.
Very much so, Jams. Very much so. We must have it 4-3 now after 7 rounds.
4-3 Skye, but it could easily be 4-3 the other way, mate, after that third round where we couldn't split them. But I just edged it to Skye because she's a home fighter, and that's why I assumed the judges would give. So I went for Skye, but it could easily be 4-3 Tiara Brown. Skye needs to wake up and real quick because her title could be slipping away here in Sydney, Australia.
It's certainly in danger.
Yep. Andrew Mackay has said the lack of power really costing her. Let's see if Skye can find that nastiness. But the danger is conditioning by the sounds of it. Yeah, couldn't agree more there, Andrew, mate. She definitely looks tired. She looks like she's gassed a wee bit. I don't think she's ever faced anyone who puts this kind of pressure on her, and I think it's making her melt just a little bit.
It's starting to wear it down. There's no two ways about that, because Tiara Brown's conditioning is fantastic.
She's in tremendous shape. This
She
is the
looks
fight of
like
her life, though, isn't it? This is the fight of her dreams of her life. You know, she
her
wins this, she's the
adrenaline.
world champion. She's going back to the US with that commemorative belt and the WBC featherweight world title. She will be a hero back in the United States.
Absolutely, she's a patriot, and she comes with that patriotism towards America. And mate, she is showing that she's the champion here in front of the Australian crowd. It's a champion's performance so far in walking down Skye Nicholson, but she's still got lots to do. There's still 3 rounds to go as the referee separates them again. Same story, Tiara Brown walking down, but now Nicholson's trying to use her head and box from the outside and deny Tiara Brown closing the distance. But it's proven harder than she thought, because Tiara Brown does get on the inside, does do some body work, uppercut through, but didn't quite let it hit home. 2 shots from Nicholson on the outside and encountering. They're back in the middle of the ring. And Brown, 2 right jabs, comes forward, trying to engage there. The amount of entanglements that they get is incredible, because they throw a punch and it's
about the
straight.
forearm.
Oh, yeah, that forearm. She's just got to watch that. 50 seconds to go.
Round number 8. And it's definitely a lot closer than a lot of people thought here. I'm shocked that Tiara's doing such a good job. I knew she was a good fighter, but wow, she's putting on some kind of show here in Sydney, Australia.
And Tiara Brown's got a square on, sort of half southpaw, half orthodox style that's not helping. She's throwing tired shots right now, jams. The uppercuts are coming through in the middle. She's holding on to Tiara Brown's arms, but now tries to work on the outside. Right jab, left cross.
Oh,
they both engage in the middle. Oh my goodness! That's
another Brown round for me. That's Tiara round again.
It's the work rate now, jams. The work rate is starting to tell. And I've got that as another Tiara Brown round. Could that be 4-4? Could it be 5-3 in Tiara's favour? It could even be 5-3 in favour
Andrew
of Skye.
He said, most of these Aussie fighters, you offer them help in KO and punch tech, they blow you off because they are world champions. Laugh out loud. Fucking plenty of gains available in most of them. It's true, mate. People like Skye don't think they need it, though, because she's so slick and accomplished. But tonight, she's getting found out a little bit here. Yeah. You know, it's not over yet, of course. There's still 2 rounds to go. It's not over. But for me, Tiara Brown is well in this fight. I've got it 4-all. Could easily be 5-3 to Tiara.
These championship rounds are going to determine the winner of the WBA featherweight belt, because it's now... Oh, it's gone off.
Andrew McKay just said, respect, Brown bought it, good fight plans. Aussie coaches don't have strategy changes. Not at the moment, mate. Not at the moment. Round 9's underway.
Yeah, and again, Tiara Brown he's rushing her opponent down against the ropes. Comes off Nicholson, but she did eat 2 shots in the process. Another big right comes in from Tiara Brown. They tangle up once again. Nicholson trying to desperately keep Brown away, but a nice shot. A left there stunned Brown momentarily. Back comes Brown, working the body as they tangle up. Referee's looking to separate them now as they headlock each other, and he does so. 1:15 to go, and it's Brown still coming forward. Nicholson trying to engage with a big left, but it goes over the top again and eats a right from Tiara Brown, who tangles her up again. Bodywork comes in. The right arm of Nicholson's locking the left arm of Brown, stopping her from working. Referee says separates them again.
Skye's looking so tired at the moment.
It's a tired performance right now from Skye Nicholson with 45 seconds to go. She's desperately shown that Aussie grit, but she's in the trenches as Tiara Brown is working the body and the uppercut.
Nice uppercut through the guard.
Seems to be a successful combination for it. Again, that chin gets rocked by Brown. That's a better shot from Skye Nicholson. But again, the flurry of punches she's facing is just outworking her as they tangle up once again. 12 seconds to go in the 9th round. And it's another Brown round for me. That sheer work rate, volume of punches, hitting home. Skye
Definitely.
Nicholson's very few counter punches will look good, but were just sheer outworked.
So we've got it 5-4 to Tiara Brown now, going into the final stanza. Bradley Skeet needs to get her working, man. He needs to do something, tell her something to get her going, because she hasn't seemed herself tonight. Bradley Skeet in the corner really needs to say to her, come on, wake up, Skye. Your title could be slipping away. Because it genuinely could here. Tiara Brown is putting on an absolute war of an effort.
It's the
SWS
final
Boxing
round.
says, all on this, lads. Couldn't agree more, Sammy, mate. Yeah, I've got Tiara Brown 5-4. Could even be 6-3, so... And SWS Boxing says, very close this. Yeah, completely agree with you, Sam, my man. Tiara Brown looks laser focused coming out for this final stanza. She looks
Absolutely.
laser focused. Eyes of the devil, mate. She is on Skye Nicholson.
She looks
Like a
like she's
tramp on
coming out
chips.
for round 1, never mind round 10. And she's now again coming forward. Nicholson now tries to snap that right and then a left, but Tiara Brown eats it. Comes back
Tiara wins
again,
this round, Neutral.
clench,
I don't see how
uppercut.
they don't give her at least a draw if she wins this round. I can't see any way she's not at
She,
least got a draw out of this.
she's trying to do that. She's trying to outwork Skye yet again, rushing in. The right hand gets home. They tangle up. Skye's trying to wheel around with it. Oh, messy. Gets back. Referee separates. Uppercut through the middle yet again from Tiara Brown. Working the body. Skye Nicholson's not keeping out of range, which she should have been doing throughout the fight. I remember I said that she couldn't keep it up for 10 rounds, Jams. She did for 3
Yeah,
or 4, 5
100%.
rounds, but conditioning has found her out.
She
Tiara
looks like she's
Brown.
not took Tiara serious here, Mr. Neutral. And I'm very surprised to say that. I thought she was the consummate professional. But I'm telling you, it doesn't look like she took Tiara Brown serious and now is paying the price for that.
She was a very strong favourite for this fight, and those odds are tumbling
Massively.
as the seconds go by.
Orkan says close fight. Yeah, couldn't agree more, my brother.
I think they're going to give this a draw in a rematch. It's
I
been
would
that
not be
close.
surprised. I think that's the least Tiara deserves.
30 seconds to go. Both of them clinching, trying to outwork each other. Referee separates them. Oh, Tiara Brown hits with a left, comes back the left of her own Skye, but it's tired. As she's holding on to Brown now. And oh, ace, another big right from Brown. This is looking good for Brown this round.
Oh, another good right hand.
Oh.
Tiara's upon it now. She's upon it.
Oh, the work rate is just too much. She works that body. And that was a brilliant fight. But I do believe that Tiara Brown is not going to get a decision here. She should do. I had it 6-4 to Tiara Brown.
Hey, mate, yeah, 96-94, Tiara Brown. Andrew Mackay says, yep, the body was soft. Biceps didn't even have definition. A long way from throw 1,500 a day.
Yeah.
I'm giving that final round to Brown as well, mate. So that's 6-4 on rounds to Tiara.
Both boxes are being raised by the prospective corners on the shoulders of their trainers. But listen, that was a good fight. That was a really, really good fight.
Very different to what I expected. I expected a 10-0, 9-1, 8-2 minimum masterclass from Skye Beanick. And it's not materialised. Tiara, just like Coach Prestige again called, she's done the business.
Mr. Neutral called it. He told you what was going to happen.
Yeah, certainly did, my man. SWS Boxing said I had it a draw, lads. Battle of two halves.
Close match, rematch. Yeah, it was very close
what Mr.
fight.
Neutral said.
So I don't think many would complain about the rematch if they were to hold it in America. I think that would do both ladies great, especially
maybe chuck it on the Keith Thurman Tim Zoo card.
There you go. The opportunities are there for this, but I don't. Somebody has got to be a winner. Somebody's got to be a loser. But I would not be surprised if a draw was given here. Yeah. Such was the closeness of this fight. And even so, if there is a clear winner, a rematch should be given anyway, because there was grounds for either side to win that
Yeah.
fight. But
Andrew Mackay said should be a loss to Skye, then a
so
rematch. Yeah, completely agree with you, Andrew, mate.
I agree. I agree. I felt she was the weaker of the two boxers over the course of the 10 rounds.
96-94, mate. 96-94 Tiara Brown for me. Anthony, Mr. Neutral.
Yeah,
Could even be 97-93 for you, Mr. Neutral, because you thought the third was closer towards Tiara.
I did, yeah. But, I thought Tiara Brown just swept the last 6 rounds in that fight.
100%.
Against a very tired Skye Nicholson at the end. Great work by Tiara
Here we
Brown.
go. We're about to get a decision, guys. So stick with us here on Red Corner Boxing. We are going to give you the decision. In our opinion, Tiara Brown's done enough to take the title here in Australia from the champion Skye, Nicholson. Whether she gets it or not, stick with us. We'll let you know in just a moment. Right, I'm going to duck out neutral so I can get the scorecard.
There you go. So, he's reading the results out now. Looks like Skye Nicholson has got a verdict of one judge. Again, we was to expect this. Looks like it's going to be a split decision here. Tiara Brown has been given a decision there by the looks of things. Oh, Tiara Brown has won it. Tiara Brown's won it.
Tiara's got it, mate. She's got it. Scorecards of 96-94 for Skye Beanick, 96-94, as I said, for Brown, and 97-93, as you said, for Brown. So we both called it, mate. And the new featherweight WBC world champion in Sydney, Australia, against the champ is Tiara Brown. Congratulations to Tiara and all her team. A massively deserved victory. Unlucky for Skye Beanick, mate. That has just changed her life.
Yeah.
And the right decision, a very fair scoring.
A very fair scoring, and a very correct scoring. I don't quite know what the one judge thought that Skye Nicholson won 6 rounds in that fight. But listen, the right result was the win for Tiara Brown. A very good performance, a very strong, dominant
decision victory, that isn't it?
Yeah. Super performance, and now the new WBC champion. And she's elated and delighted, and rightly so. But Skye Nicholson's got some work to do. She's got her conditioning, some strength, some power. We said before the fight started that could be a problem. Can she rely on that skill for a 10-round fight? And it wasn't to be. Tiara Brown brought that conditioning. She brought a relentless nature that Skye Nicholson just couldn't deal with. So, not surprising for me. I did say that Tiara Brown would win this.
Andrew said, let's get to work on Skye. Needs a true creative to help her develop new aspects that can integrate into her style. SWS Boxing, decent fight, that, lads, for sure.
Yeah.
Come on, Jake, says SWS Boxing. He wants Jake Wyllie to pull it off against George Kambosos Jr., which is next, of course, and we're sticking with you for that. So stick with us, guys, on Red Corner Boxing. Me and Mr. Neutral here on an early Saturday morning in the UK. Hawkan has said Tiara Brown wins on split decision. Yes, mate, she sure did. They fucking won't know. Very sad, but they won't. Yeah, I get you, Andrew. I get you, mate. Congratulations again to Tiara Brown. I've just got to give a shout out to Coach Christine Lopez of Team USA Boxing. She called the Lamont Roach. She called the Tiara Brown. That lady knows her shit. So if you don't already follow Christine in the Ring on X and follow her Christine in the Ring on YouTube channel, she has some fantastic shows with Nika and Crystal. Women Crushing It Wednesdays. Check that out. She's a real one.
Top show.
Andrew Mackay said, legends, thank you, boys, for bringing this to us. Absolute pleasure, mate. We're sticking around as well for Kambosos, if you're still around.
Yes.
Who a saviour. Skye mad as fuck, laugh out loud. Yes, mate, indeedio. But Tiara Brown definitely deserved it. I'm sorry, but she did. I had it the same as one of the judges, 96-94. The other judge had it the same as Mr. Neutral, 97-93. To Tiara. How the other judge got 96-94 to Skye is beyond me, but at least the right girl won by split decision.
Yes. and a very, very good performance.
Oh, sorry, I
Three
said
good
majority
fights.
earlier, didn't I? It is split
Yeah,
decision. It is
yeah.
split decision.
Three very good fights tonight so far. And we have a new champion, which we always like to see in title fights.
When they deserve it, definitely.
When they deserve it. And she did deserve it. It was really good stuff from her. And again, 19 wins, 11 knockouts, and the new WBC featherweight champion. And
And
she's
look
going
at
to be.
that name on the resume, mate. She's got the first scalp of Skye being at Nicholson, the one that everyone thought was unbeatable. She went to
This
her
is it.
backyard and took her apart. Andrew Mackay just said, yep, I really want to see Kambosos get clipped, laugh my fucking ass off by this kid Jake. Would be poetry. Let's see if that happens, matey. But Kambosos wants to fight Jack Cattrall over in Manchester. So
You
either
have to
way,
win
I hope he
this.
wins. So we get to see that.
Yeah, you have to win this.
Are you all right to hold the fort to set neutral so I can nip to the lavatory, my brother?
On you go, mate.
Thank you, pal. That's the problem with these 2-hour shows, isn't it? I'll see you in a moment.
Yes, Kambosos versus Jake Wyllie. Don't know an awful lot about Jake Wyllie, to be fair. Australian lad. Obviously he's a late replacement, but yeah, you can only beat what's put in front of you. We fully expect George to come through this fight. You know, he's fought at consistently high level, although some of his performances have been deemed as lucky, you know, especially against Maxi Hughes. Many thought that Maxi Hughes done enough to win that fight. Yeah, and obviously a disappointing performance against Lomachenko. But again, Lomachenko, he's different class. And I do believe a Lomachenko Tank fight could be happening this year, or a unification for Lomachenko, at least. Maybe one or two fights left. He won't want to waste them on silly defenses. He'll want a unification to bow out on, and that could be good stuff. But George is going to be moving up to 140 if he doesn't manage to get another title fight. Yeah, he'll get a very good cash money fight against Jack Cattrall, especially if it's in England. They'll sell out the Co-op Arena. Seems to be the home of Jack Cattrall and Manchester boxing in general, and is proven very popular. So that would be a good option for George, should he fail to impress here to get another title shot. But he's one of them, you know, he's touched by charm and lucky things in life. And, you know, he got that chance against Teofimo Lopez, and boy, did he take that well. Lost twice to Devin Haney subsequently. But he's been fighting at a high level, and I can't see Jake Wyllie, you know, proving too much of a problem to him. But you never know with boxing. And Jake Wyllie could prove to be the next big thing coming out of Australia. He's only been beaten there once, I believe. So he's going to be, he's improving all the time. He's only young. Why not give the Australian PPV star some problems and just go out there and show that he could be the next best thing to come out of Australia? But we've seen some fantastic Australian fighters tonight. You know, Teremoana, Cherneka Johnson, absolutely splendid performances. Very impressed with Cherneka. A young lion is always dangerous, but not until there's anything can happen. Most likely, George. Yes, he was that young lion when he beat Teofimo, and now the roles have reversed on him a few years later. So let's see what he's got to give as a main event. Some people were saying the Skye Nicholson fight should have been main event. I quite agree, because this could be over if George is on his game very early. So, yeah, we'll see. Lots to play for. But don't forget, well, please like and subscribe to Red Corner Boxing. That is myself and Jam's new venture. We're up and running this week, and we've brought already some fantastic content, and there's more coming with our weekly shows, predictions. I go to events So we cover all them as well. Interviews, we had I had Bernard Hackett, the pleasure of interviewing him yesterday. So and we've
And we had Jack the Punk Kid Hughes
Jack
as well.
Jack
We've got
the Punk
Christian
Kid
Schmidt coming up on
Hughes.
Wednesday, the world ring announcer.
Another great interview. We hope to be bringing a series of ring announcer MCs to Red Corner Boxing as part of a series of interviews that we want to conduct. The great Thomas Stryber, Big Mo, another one there that we want to get hold of. So
Jody Edwards,
Jolie Edwards as well, and really make a great series
little
for
series.
little series for the guys that are in the ring, but not for long.
Yeah, that's it, matey. That's it.
But an important job nonetheless. And I had the great pleasure of meeting Thomas Treiber in Liverpool last week for the netball card. Gave me his time and interview. Very, very nice man and very approachable. And we had to do it twice, in fact, because he'd give me some wrong information. He'd come and chase me. He said, "You haven't sent that yet." I went, No, Thomas. I was like, "Should we do it again?" I went, "Oh, that's great. Let's do it again."
Was that about the TJ Doheny weigh-in, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah. And the problems with the scales and the issues that they had going forward. But yeah, very, very nice man. I was so happy to meet him. So that's a couple off my tick list,
I've interviewed him on Boxing Media Hub before on the former channel. I've interviewed Thomas Treiber. He's a very, very nice guy. I had
yeah.
Lupe Contreras on as well, so he's another one I'd like to
Lupe.
get on Red Corner.
Yes, we must get Lupe on as well.
He's doing the pro box. We've got a pro box show tonight, and we Lester Martinez is fighting. Is that tonight?
He is.
So Lupe will be there for that, I'm sure.
Hope to get him on.
SWX Boxing says, "Come on, Jake." Hope he means Jake Wyllie and not Jake Paul.
Well, Jake Paul has been
calling out AJ, playing silly beggars again.
I don't know what. I think the medication is strong in Puerto Rico where he's staying right now.
It must be.
Yes, quite the controversial shout of what he would do to Anthony Joshua in the ring, which I find quite amusing, considering he couldn't beat a Tommy Fury.
I know, Sammy.
Has he improved since then, Jake Paul? We don't know. I don't think so. I think he's the win over a 58-year-old Mike Tyson has gone to his head. But look, Jake Paul does many good things in boxing. I admire what he's doing with MVP, and especially the ladies boxing, the Serrano sisters. And he's just signed Alicia Baumgardner to his roster. So big things are happening for MVP. More signings will be on the way, no doubt. And they want to be a major player in the American market. Quite looking forward to it. More eyes on boxing, the better. And he has brought people to watch boxing, from his world of reality television.
Disney Channel.
As we look at the square up between Wyllie and Kambosos in the pre-fight. It's your turn, Jams. I'll be back in a minute.
Okie dokie, mate. Yeah, so next up, we've got George Kambosos Jr. against Jake Wyllie. Kambosos has got a record of 23, 3-0. He's got 10 knockouts. You've got Jake Wyllie, who's only lost the once. He's got 16 wins, 15 by way of knockout. So he's got some pop on his punches. Clearly not fought at the same level as Kambosos, who's fought the likes of Devin Haney twice, Teofimo Lopez. He's been in there with some of the world elite. So really, in our minds, this should be a cakewalk for Kambosos. But Jake Wyllie's got this chance at late notice, at a week's notice. He's coming here confident, young, hungry. He's going to want to put on a show. He's Australian. It's in his backyard. He's against a fellow Australian who used to be a great. On the decline a wee bit, a lot of people think. We'll find out tonight whether he actually is or not. Andrew Mackay has said, "I am hoping that George looks a little nervous so Jake can have a go." Yeah, I think Jake's going to come out and have a go anyway, mate. I think that's all he can do. He's just got to come out and just put his hands up and just go for it, man. Just say, let's have a scrap. You don't know what Kambosos has got left. He's getting long in the tooth now. I know he's only 31, but he's been in some hard fights over the years. Let's see what he can do. You know, it could be a massive upset. If he pulls this off in Australia, in Sydney, this would be a huge shock for Jake Wyllie. And then people will be calling his name out. Oh, you're the guy who beat Kambosos. Maybe he fights Jack Catterall. We don't know up at Super Light. So let's see what happens. I'm intrigued. I just hope they ain't got too long a break here before the next fight. There's a bit of a delay before the last one, but not too bad. This one might be a little bit longer as it's classed as the main event, although I thought Nicholson, Tiara Brown should have been main event, and rightly so. It lived up to it, that one did. What a performance, and what a win for Tiara Brown, taking that WBC featherweight scrap and the commemorative belt back home to the United States. And she definitely deserved it. 96, 94, 97, 93, split decision win. Fantastic performance. And if you've been watching this card from the start, you had Katayev going the distance for the first time earlier in what was a terrific fight, up and down. He had some real bad eye damage, big slit across his eye. It was a terrific, terrific fight. The Argentine was an absolute warrior in there. How he got up after that fourth round knockdown and carried on for another 6, I'll never know, but he was terrific. Andrew Mackay, George never really recovered after the Lopez fight. Kambosos has only gone knee deep since Lopez no deeper. Yeah, that's true. And here we go, David Diamante, another one we'd like to get on the channel for you guys in the Ring Announcer series. I'll reach out to him soon and see if we can get him on for you guys. He's just calling out the fighters now. Oh, look at that, Mr. Neutral, looking spiffy in the red corner boxing. That's what I'm talking about, brother. That's the good stuff.
Look at that.
Check out the merch, guys. You can purchase yours if you contact Jam's Boxing.
No, you can't.
Or Mr.
No, you
Neutral
can't.
X.
It's all mine. It's all mine. You're not allowed.
Yeah, no one's allowed it. That's it. It's just for Mr. Neutral.
Unique,
yeah, if anyone
brother.
wants to purchase a red corner boxing t-shirt or snapback cap, hit us up on X. It's at Jam's Boxing Chat or at Neutral's Corner. Looking flash, Mr. Neutral, says Andrew Mackay. Thank you, sir. It does look cool, man. It does look cool.
So, get yours.
Yeah, hit us up, mate. We can link you up. If you're in the UK, we can send it out. If you're abroad, it might cost a bit too much in delivery to make it worthwhile. So,
well,
just have a think before ordering.
Well, they should be prepared to pay the transit costs.
That's it, mate. That's it.
We're a growing channel. Red corner experience. So come on, let's get going. And so show your support to Red Corner Boxing.
R.I.P. Rest in peace to the two-time world champion, heavyweight champion, absolute legend, a true gentleman of the sport of boxing, the oldest ever heavyweight champion, absolute legend. I think they're going to do a 10-bell salute.
They are.
So we'll just have a little bit of peace on that. 10-bell salute. I know you can't hear it because obviously we've got the volume down, but they're doing a 10-bell salute for Big George Foreman, who sadly passed away at the age of 76 in the small hours of this morning. Sending love and best wishes to his family and friends and his fans around the world. The sport has lost a great man.
It's like they're ready to go.
Andrew says, let's go the Red Coats. Here comes Jake Wyllie then. He comes out for the main event.
Yes, a big event for him. The Josh Parley of Australian boxing.
Yeah, getting the
machine. Out. The machine, as he likes to be called. El Maquino.
He's got 15 knockouts from 16 wins, Neutral, so he can pop. He can. And questionable levels of ops, but you can only beat what's in front of you. Just like we said with Tiara Brown, you can only beat what's in front of you.
Exactly, and obviously Kambosos has been known to go down off punches, so it's possible we could see a knockdown here from Jake Wyllie at some point. But is he good enough? This is the thing. Is he got that level to match George Kambosos?
And at a week's notice too.
Exactly, but he looks the part. He looks confident.
He does.
Looks considerably taller than Kambosos. Maybe that's
this
just
is a super light as well, Neutral. It's at 140, this.
Well, this is at 140, so this is new ground for George Kambosos.
Yeah, this is like their warm-up for the Jack Catterall fight that might be happening.
Makes sense then, Jabs. Makes sense, because It's quite the jump from 135 to 140 if you're not ready for it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, £5. People think it's only £5, but £5 in boxing is a lot of weight.
That way, yeah.
Definitely. Like, obviously, when you're up at cruiser or heavy, it's not a thing, you know. But down in the lower weights, it's quite a lot.
Yeah. Like when we were speaking to Jack, you know, he was saying that he was going from 108 to 130, you know, and it's ridiculous. He was, you know, he's the one that said you weight divisions are there for a reason, and he went straight back down to super fly from super bantamweight. So he jumped back down 2 divisions, which is going to be a lot better for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be the same here. Greg Wilson, hi guys, just found you. It's great to hear great calls and honest about. Definitely locked in for all your boxing commentary events. Go Kambosos. Thank you very much, Greg. That's the sort of comment we love to
so
see
much.
here. We appreciate you. And yes,
please hit the subscribe button if you don't already, mate. We massively appreciate it. We're a new channel. We only started this week, so we really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. And SWS Boxing has said, let's go, Wyllie. So big Jake Wyllie fan in Sam from SWS Boxing.
Australia spoken. Some are going for Wyllie, some are going for Kambosos. Here he comes, George. Again, yeah, looking confident. Nice get up. Just soaking in the crowd there.
Yeah, he's enjoying his moments, isn't he?
Yeah, he certainly does. He's good. He's good reading on Twitter sometimes. You know, the trash talking and that he gets involved with some of the other boxers. It's quite amusing sometimes, and he you know, he obviously thinks he's very good at it. I think he's quite good at it. You know,
yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy his takes. I do. I like him. I like Kambosos. You got to remember, this guy's only lost to Devin Haney twice and Lomachenko, for God's sake. People talk about him like he's some washed-up old man, like he's never boxed anyone. He's lost to Haney twice and bloody Lomachenko, for God's sake, and he's beat the likes of Teofimo Lopez. This guy deserves a lot more respect than he gets.
And you know, he's an entertainer. He knows how to entertain the crowd. He knows how to entertain Twitter, and he knows how to entertain a crowd in the ring. So you know, he's Australia's full package as far as that's concerned.
Look at Wyllie chasing him around the ring like, come on, he's not interested at all, is he? Wyllie, he's up for this.
But that's the sort of attitude you want, isn't it? You know, you want Wyllie to show that. Yeah, who are you, pal? Who are you?
Yeah. Wyllie probably grew up watching Kambosos in big fights, dreaming one day he'll be in a big fight like that, and now he gets to face the man he watched, you know?
Yeah, the young boy coming up against his hero.
Yeah, he's only 24, isn't he? Wyllie, 24 years old. Kambosos, though, is only 31. He seems a lot older. He seems like he's been around a long time, but he's only 31 years old.
Yeah, he's still...
He was well up at towards 40 now, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, he's probably only just either coming at the end of his prime or just come out of it, but he's still that high level at 31, 32.
Yeah, you know, if he was in the heavyweight division, he'd be just coming into it, not even in his prime yet. The prime comes around 34, 35, doesn't it, for a lot of heavyweights?
He could easily have another 5 years like a Lomachenko you know, at this level. So, you know, George Kambosos is going to be around for a very long time yet.
There's been talks about Lomachenko coming back again now to face Tank. Like, Tank fancies that fight now. Obviously, if he beats Roach, there's rumours that Lomachenko might be the next fight.
Well, after what he went through with Roach, I'll be very surprised if the rematch happens. I mean, a lot of people are saying it's done. You know, it's talked about. It's been agreed. Until it's been announced, nothing's agreed. And
yeah, I think they're saying July 15th.
Yeah,
July 15th, I believe.
I'm not convinced Tank wants that fight. Just he'll do the rematch, but I just don't think it'll be next. I think it could be a unification that will tempt him before that happens, and that could be Lomachenko towards the end of the year, because the time is right now for a Tank who had an under par performance against the Lamont Roach to go to Lomachenko right now at his inactive age, 38 now. You know, that's going to suit Tank. Yeah, that's going to suit Tank more and more. So, you know, this is the time to strike that iron while it's hot and get that name on his resume. I'd prefer to see that fight than a Lamont Roach rematch, but I do want to see Lamont get his chance again because he deserved it.
Oh, 100%, mate. He won that fight, clear as day. For me, he won that fight. The knockdown
Yeah,
should have counted, and even without the knockdown, I had him winning. So, yeah, I think he
yeah.
definitely deserves that rerun. And then the winner should fight Loma for Loma's swan song.
Absolutely. And obviously we got to get Shakur Stevenson in that equation at
Well, he
some
wants
point.
Tio, doesn't he? He wants to move up to 140 to face Teofimo Lopez. So after
Yeah.
Lopez, if he deals with Arnold Barboza Jr., then maybe Shakur gets locked in with Tio at 140. That'll be a mega fight because two similar styles. I think that'll be a harder fight for him than Tank, in my opinion, because of their styles.
Well, yeah, obviously he's bigger than Tank. He's going to present more problems for Tank than for
Shakur.
Shakur than Tank. But yeah, so it'd be an intriguing affair. But Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson, uh, it could happen. It could happen, but I think Lopez has got other targets in his head right now. DJ Passes, quick reaction. What did DDI hear, Skye? What did you have, Skye v Tiara? Really, for me, them scorecards as well. No split in his eyes.
Yeah, we had it, mate. DJ Pat, I had it 96-94 to Tiara. Mr. Neutral had it 97-93 to Tiara. So we had it the same as the two judges who gave it Tiara. The judge who gave it to Skye was well off, in our opinion. Thank you for coming back through, Mr. DJ Pat, all the way from Sweden, my brother. So we got two Swedes in the house. We got DJ Pat and Håkan's Ringside Live, Håkan Johansson. So a lot of love from the Swedish people watching this Australian card on a British boxing channel. We appreciate y'all. This is what we're about, spreading the boxing media world around the world. It's what we're here for your entertainment, to walk you through these fights. Stick with us. Like, again, before this fight gets underway, if you're watching on X, please head over to the Red Corner Boxing YouTube channel. Give us a subscribe. Help our channel grow so we can bring you better content, better interviews, better watch-alongs, better prediction shows, breaking news, and more. You with Jam and Mr. Neutral for Red Corner Boxing, and the fight starts now. Here we go. Wylie's come straight
And
out. Kambosos flicking out the jab.
big up Alvo watching from Australia. That's what we love to see. Thank you for tuning in. Yes, we're back to the action now. And it's
Hit
a
that
very,
subscribe
very
button, please, Alvo. Thank you, my brother.
it's
From
a
down
very,
under.
very good stance looking orthodox style from Jake Wyllie, taking the centre of the ring. A relaxed Kambosos, just dropping his hands up and down, trying to gauge the range of Wyllie at this point. He's not rushing in, playing it very cute, very confident.
Looks nice and
And
calm, doesn't he, Jake Wyllie?
he certainly does. And nice form there as he ducked a Kambosos attack and countered with a right across the body. But they're separated now. Just feeling each other out. Nice jab there from Wyllie. Comes in with another jab. Just catches George. He's dropped his hands. Got still with that relaxed style, but taking the centre of the ring and trying to take the fight to Wyllie. But Wyllie comes back. Two nice jabs. Good work from Wyllie in this first minute and 15 seconds. But Kambosos suckling in the ring. Shorter distance as Wyllie's forced to come round. Wyllie tries to come in with two jabs, but Kambosos has seen them two as well, and then counters Wyllie with his own jab. Goes to the body, Kambosos. Wyllie tries another jab, didn't connect. Another two-punch combination, Kambosos seen, and then counters with a left. Good work from Kambosos so far, but Wyllie still looking good. Using
Yeah, he
that
looks
jab.
cool, calm and calculated so far. Been impressed with how he's come out.
Yeah,
Because, a lot of young fighters coming up against someone like George Kambosos, such a big star in Australia, would come
yeah,
out and go absolutely mental. But he's come out nice and calm. I like the way he's come out here,
yeah.
Jake Wyllie.
He's starting to unload now, but he did get a check left hook counter from Kambosos, and that altered his stance. He's a bit more aggressive now. He eats another jab there from Kambosos, again to the body. Goes Kambosos, still taking the shortest distance in the centre of the ring, as Wyllie tries to go to the body with two jabs. Kambosos back with a jab of his own. Wyllie still comes back. Nice footwork with that double jab. But again,
Looks in tremendous
Kambosos
shape,
come
does
back.
Kambosos as well. He looks in
He
tremendous shape,
does.
and he said he's feeling better than ever before.
He's got a
At
strong
140,
left
so
hook.
that's
Oh,
good.
big right down the pike from Kambosos. That was a
Cracking
lovely
punch.
shot. And now Wyllie is feeling the power of George Kambosos in this opening round. He eats another left hook. That's been a good weapon for George in that round. Good work from both guys. Wyllie sort of brought the jabs in the first minute of that fight, but George Kambosos has shown that class, and that check left hook on numerous occasions found its
Yeah, I'm giving that
target.
to Kambosos the first round, bro. I'm just going to let me dog out, Neutral. I'm back in 2 seconds, pal.
On you go, mate. The dog needs attention. So Wyllie just showing at the end of that round a wee bit of an experience. He got checked out in the last minute of that round, and that sort of he lost his manners a wee bit and rushing in, tried to get George on in the corner, but Kambosos come out with a lovely left and stunned Wyllie off his feet for a second. So he's had to reset. But the levels are starting to show in this first round already. But Wyllie just needs to just be a bit more patient and try and use his range, his taller stance and jab to at least check Kambosos
Here we go, guys. Round
in
two's
this round.
underway.
And it's
Wylie's
Wyllie
coming
now.
out, popping out the jab.
Yeah.
Not really landed anything of significance yet, though. Kambosos looks good at the weight. He really does look comfortable in there at the moment. Here you go. Wyllie catches him with a nice little left there. Kambosos backs up.
Yeah. Kambosos middle of the ring. Just controlling the fight now. Oh, as Wyllie come in there, check left hook, catches him beautiful. Tie him up in the corner, and Kambosos using his strength. Just imposes well on Wylie's. The referee separates them. Back to centre ring. Kambosos, bit more head movement now. Oh, Wyllie, nice jab as he found a gap from the Kambosos defence. Kambosos still trying to stalk his opponent. The left hand is down, the right hand is up. Just trying to lure a false sense of security for Wyllie, who comes rushing in, catches Kambosos with a jab. That was better stuff from Jake. And now Kambosos focused. Oh, nice counter check left hook.
Yeah, that
from
was nice work from
Kambosos.
Kambosos.
Yeah. Just quicker to the punch there than Wyllie.
Showing his experience at the moment.
Yeah. And he's looking good in there, George, right now. But
as I said earlier, mate, he said this 140, he feels the best he's felt in years. He said he feels better at this weight rather than the lightweight 135, what he was before. So
I've said that's a problem with box. A lot of boxers, they boil down too much and they're in the wrong weight division. Not the saying that he hasn't been successful. He's been undisputed champion, for Christ's sake. So, 140, he could be even better. But he's shown that dominance again now, that level dominance. And Jake Wyllie, to be fair to him, he's shown why he's only lost one fight and has got 15 knockouts. He is a good, strong puncher. But Kambosos looks comfortable taking these shots from Wyllie. And
so far, definitely.
He's just let Wyllie back into this round in the second. He slowed down his work rate. Kambosos probably wants to land a big punch on Jake. But to be fair to Jake, he's shown good form, good defensive techniques, and is showing good levels of competition here for George.
He is, mate. He's having a go.
Big right left combination from Kambosos. Oh, catches him again. Another big left at the end of that round.
Oh, it's catching
and Jake Wyllie making faces right in his face. That's good stuff. And Wyllie, is this the turning flashpoint for him that can change his game? But for me, he's a couple of rounds down.
Yeah, still a Kambosos
in this fight. But he's shown that grit we love. And at the end of that round, he was super hyped, super excited in the face of George Kambosos there. So but he did get tagged a few times in that round. He was doing so well in the round, but then for me, lost it in the last 15 seconds, 20 seconds of that round. His good work was undone. But at the end of the round, he was like a warrior in the face of George Kambosos. So is he going to be hyped up for round 3?
Yeah,
Here we
sorry
go
about that,
again.
mate. So I have to sort my dog out again.
On you go, mate. So
Right, here we go
Wyllie,
then. Wylie's come out. He looks hungry for this now.
He's the one now that's looking for George Kambosos. Goes to the body. George wheels away. George Kambosos slowed down a wee bit now, round 3.
He has.
He looks like he's
Wylie's
relying on
gaining
that.
in confidence, isn't he, bro?
The,
He's gaining in
he looks
confidence.
he looks happy to just counterpunch Jake Wyllie so far. Seems he doesn't have to do the work. Wylie's coming to him. That was another good counterpunch, but Wyllie gets a jab down the middle. Another jab down the middle from Wyllie. That left hand is dropped to the hip of George Kambosos, who flicks a jab out from the hip. That hit
Looks a little
home.
bit stiffer in this round, doesn't he, Kambosos?
You can see these when he's flicking out that straight jab. It's a stunner. That's what he's looking for. He's looking to stun Wyllie with that jab. But he's very good at coming through the middle and round the side with the left hand. George Kambosos' left hand is very good as he hits with the right as well and finding
He's
the
warming up
target
here
of
again
Jake
now.
Wyllie. Yeah. Oh, another big check left hook comes through from Kambosos. Wyllie now not backing off. He's bringing the fight to Kambosos. Does he think he can wear the champion out? Or the champion, I should say, the ex-champion out. But he's boxing clever, Kambosos, not exerting much energy, just counting when he feels necessary. Good stuff. As we're back now, it's just Kambosos showing off now in round 3, picking his shots at what Jake Wylie's doing the best he can, trying to find the angles, but it's good. It's a good performance from George so far, showing them levels that have kept him at the top of the game for so long, and getting them title fights. He is a very good boxer. But for me, just drops that left hand a wee bit too much. If he can keep it moving, he could be even more confusing for his opponents. But he's doing really well. Nice slip
Lovely left
counter
up there
move.
from Kambosos.
It's a lovely slip and counter. But
Good
Wyllie
body shot from Wyllie, though. Still in there.
coming.
Wyllie giving his all.
Yeah. Still looks fresh. Still looks confident. Doesn't look like he's tiring. Used to this weight. Looks the bigger guy anyway, but Kambosos is looking strong.
Oh, lovely stiff right there from Kambosos.
Yeah, he's just lovely countering. He's just quicker to the punch. That lightweight, speed he's brought up to super light.
Yeah.
And it's doing him very well. As the two of them quite happy to engage now at the end of round 3.
Oh,
and
big shot from George at the end.
Another strong round for George Kambosos. 3-0 for me.
Yeah, 30-27 for George Kambosos Jr. against Jake Wyllie here in Sydney, Australia.
Andrew
Been
says
a good fight though. Kambosos showing that he's not done yet, man. People write him off like he's finished. He's the bum. He's not, man. This guy's a former world champion. He's only lost to Devon twice, Tio once. He's a real one. Sorry, no, he beat Tio. My bad. Lost to Loma once.
Yeah.
People talk about him like he's like lost to journeyman and stuff, like he's a bum. You know what I mean? I don't get it. I just don't get it. The hate for him, it's unbelievable. He's a great fighter. People need to put respect on his name.
Has always kept his left hand low. Slap left drive shovel hook would put him to sleep. But absolutely.
That's Andrew Mackay. Thank you, Andrew. Stuck with us for the whole show, Andrew. So big up yourself, mate. You're Red Corner Box's most loyal fan today. It's our first live watch along, and you've been with us from the whole beginning. So thank you so much, mate.
Thanks for sticking with us, Andrew.
We'd give it you.
And SWS Boxing as well. He's been with us from the start.
Come on, Wyllie, come on.
Remember, guys, the merchandise is here. If you fancy any of this Red Corner swag,
merchandise,
come and
let
get
us know. On X, at Jam's Boxing Chat, at Neutral's Corner. If you comment on there, anything you want, hats, jumpers, whatever you want, Red Corner Boxing, show your love for the family, for the support of the channel. We will get it to you ASAP.
And they're competitive prices too, I might add.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we set a price.
Right, here we go. Round 4.
And it's Kambosos who's now the more busy of the two. He's bringing the fight now to Jake Wyllie. Has he had enough? Has he thinks he's got enough now to put this guy away? But still, the belligerent Wyllie keeps coming forward, and Jake is now on the back foot. George is on the back foot and having to counter. But Jake takes his foot off the gas and allows George to come forward now.
Just got a quick comment, Mr. Neutral. Jojo,
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming through on YouTube, mate. Please hit that subscribe button if you don't already. We really appreciate y'all. What's your scorecard? We've got it 30-27 for George Kambosos Jr. Thank you so much for coming through, my brother.
It could be wrong, but just in our eyes, you know, just for
That's
the sheer
that's
work
our scorecard, guys. Yeah.
and the real good work has come from George, but the belligerent work has come from Jake Wyllie, and he's doing very well. His jabs are getting home. His follow-ups are not. His combinations are not hitting home, and that's where George is countering him and scoring points at will. It's been a very good performance from George Kambosos against a very game Jake Wyllie at 140. But George is feeling this 140 division is very, very good at so far.
Yeah, and if he, like I say earlier, if he wins this, he wants the Jack Catterall fight over in the UK, which I would love to see. I think that'd be a terrific matchup for both fighters.
I think that would be a tremendous fight with Jack Catterall. It'd be a war, not a war of attrition. It'd be a war of technique because both of them have got very similar styles. Both like to roll with the shoulder and fight in the middle. So, you know, none of them are movers, you know, coming in and out the jabs and that. They like to get in there and engage. And Jack Catterall's no different. That'd be a tremendous fight. But George Kambosos, round 4, 8 and 6, controlled this round once again with his jabs, his counter punching from the always oncoming Jake Wyllie. Kambosos with a beautiful punch there that stunned Wyllie, but he's still coming forward. End of the round. Another George Kambosos round for Mr. Neutral. Jams, what were you saying?
Exactly the same, brother. Exactly the same. I've got it 40-36 to George Kambosos Jr. Wyllie's giving it his all. He's trying. He's in there. He's daring to dream against the former world champion. But levels are there for a reason. And I'm sorry, but Jake Wyllie's level is just not quite the same as George Kambosos Jr. Doesn't mean he might not get a lucky punch in there, so stay with us. Something could happen. You never know in boxing. It's the one sport where one punch can change your life. And Jake Wyllie's got that one punch chance. He's got 15 knockouts from his 16 wins. If anyone's got a chance of dropping that one haymaker, it's Jake Wyllie. So stick with us, guys. Round 5's coming up imminently.
Yeah. He's still got that 135 speed, though, George. And that's shown in this fight.
He looks tremendous, to be fair. He looks very, very good. Very slick, very comfortable at the weight. Looks strong.
His left hand is looking very good in this fight. But again, you were right, Jams. You know, he's showing that level to Jake Wyllie in this fight. You know, to be fair to him,
he's got notice as well.
A week's notice. He's coming and he's bringing the fight to George Kambosos. But you know, this is what George Kambosos needs. He needs a confidence booster fight at this weight, at 140, moving forward. He wants to fight the likes of Richardson Hitchens. He wants to fight Jack Catterall. These are the sort of fights he needs to dominate and get people's attention. And this could well be the fight for George, but he's doing so well so far. But as you say, it only takes one punch, and Jake Wyllie has that record to suggest he could drop George Kambosos if he gets careless. But it's good work so far. Round 5 minutes to go, 2 minutes to go, and Jake Wyllie trying to stalk. Gets a left-right combination off on George, and another
nice
right.
Work.
Oh, this is got
big right
George backed up. Just backed him up there for a sec. This is Wyllie's best moment in the fight. Just had to reset himself there, Kambosos. Yeah. But he's felt that 140 power now as Kambosos. And it's just stopped him from imposing his will. As Jake Wyllie now gathers a bit of confidence, but he eats a right from Kambosos.
Big
And now
shot from George.
Kambosos is a flurry. Oh, what a fight now, the two of them engaging. That Australian will to win is shining through in this fight in round 5. Jake Wylie's
100%.
he's bringing the heat now to Kambosos as the referee warns him for his head. Kambosos now bouncing on his feet. Now the left hand is moving. Wyllie trying to jab down the middle. Nothing happening so far. They're just backing off each other, showing a bit of respect because they both landed on each other in that round. But Wyllie comes now, tries to force Kambosos back in the ropes. They get tangled up. Uppercut from Wyllie through the middle. They disentangle and come back. Now it's Kambosos comes back with a left and a right. And it's Wyllie backing up.
Beautiful shot from
nice
Kambosos
shot
there.
from
He ducked down to the left
Kambosos
and went
there.
round the side with the right.
Oh,
Beautiful
same
work.
again. Another left from Kambosos. And Wylie's got to keep that right hand up. Trying to switch maneuver, but back to the orthodox style for Wyllie as Kambosos comes in again. Strong end of the right, and he's rocked in there with a left-right combination. Oh, and it's Kambosos now. He's trying to
going for it here.
Oh, he's going for it. Wyllie's starting. Oh, he's staying in the middle. He's taking shot after shot from Kambosos. Trying to smile back.
Makers off the springing up with the left hooks.
Is he too tough for his own good, this Jake Wyllie? My goodness, that was a great round for George Kambosos.
Says, what you got? Is that all you got at the end of the round? But that's another 10-9 George Kambosos Jr. 50-45 after 5.
Yeah, but he won the first minute of the round, did Jake Wyllie, and then
but lost the last 2. So
the last
we've
2
got
minutes.
Romnick Ampuan. Thank you so much, Romnick, for joining us, my man. Please hit that
Wyllie
subscribe button
win,
if you don't already. We've got it 50-45, so 5 rounds to 0 to George Kambosos Jr. Stick with us, and we'll get you to the end of the fight, my man. Thank you so much.
That was Wyllie's best round and his worst round in one round. Because
the first minute was his best work of the fight, but the last 2 minutes was the worst of the fight. So
he got
it cancelled itself out.
He must have been shot about 7 times by George Kambosos with lefts and rights, especially the right hand is the one that stunned him. But yeah, good round again. But Wyllie.
Andrew Mackay just said beautiful. Jake showing nice metal, just not finished polishing his stone yet. Yeah, you're right, mate, sir.
Yes,
SWS Boxing again. Come on, Jake, lad. Big Jake fan. Is SWS Boxing.
There's a lot of Jake fans out here, and
he always loves an underdog. Does our Sammy at SWS Boxing? He's a great lad. If you don't already follow SWS Boxing, please head over to his YouTube channel and give him a subscribe. He gets interviews with all the fighters from the basement ground up. He gets some great fight week interviews. He does live shows. He's definitely one to check out.
Big up, Sam. As we come now,
Boxing.
2 minutes to go. Or 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Jake Wyllie now trying to take the fight to Kambosos, who cleverly wraps up. Referee has to separate. Back to the middle. Oh, nice right from Wyllie there. And that made it uncomfortable for Kambosos. I don't know if Wyllie used his head or used his elbow there.
Yeah, the ref's having a word there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a bit too vociferous. Back to the boxing, he says. And Wyllie jab down the middle, counters with one from his own George. Oh, that's better from Wyllie. He's got George backed up on the ropes, trying to find that opening. Back comes Kambosos. A big check left it from Wyllie. This is better stuff now from the youngster in the 6th round. He's showing that 24-year-old stamina and zest. This is going to be George Kambosos' biggest test as far as this fight is concerned. It's dealing with that youthful energy, but has he got the skills? A stunner there from Wyllie as he backs up from a Kambosos left. Wyllie's now dropping his hands, but the wider stance of his feet has just lowered the target for himself to Kambosos, who finds success with a left hand. Covers up Wyllie now. Wyllie tries to hook his way around out of that situation and does. And that's Kambosos trying to walk Wyllie down. Second half of the fight, this is where Kambosos turns the screw on Wyllie. Oh, great exchange there. Both found success with each other. Couldn't tell you who had the better punches, but the stunners now from each other, and Wyllie's hit with a big right. And hits George with another big right.
And again,
and Wyllie's fighting for his life now. And Kambosos It's holding on a wee bit.
That was
Oh,
beautiful
man,
work from Jake
this is
Wyllie.
fire round from Wyllie. And Kambosos is blowing hard. Straight in the face. Oh, nice counter from Kambosos with the left. Oof, good stuff. Another good shot from Kambosos. Just quicker to the punch.
Nice
The
stiff
jab
left
now.
there.
There's
Yeah,
another
nice
one.
work.
But maybe Wylie's done enough to win this round. Or but again, 2 shots from Kambosos at the end of the round. Scored home. Very hard to solve. But that was Wylie's best round. I'm going to give
Round
it
of the
to
fight.
Wyllie,
That was
Josh.
round of the
Yeah,
fight. Are you
I'm
giving
going to give
that to
that round.
Wyllie?
Just about.
Yeah, gotta get him something. Well, gotta get him something because he's got the heart of a lion.
Yes. As
5
Andrew
rounds to 1
Mackay
after 6.
quite rightly says, there are a few more years and some high-level opposition for exposure. It'd be good more to see more of Jake. This is a guy you want to see again. Even if he loses this fight, you'll want to see Jake Wyllie again. Rather much like Josh Padley did when he came out in against Shakur. He's giving you that kind of battle and performance.
And when he beat Mark Chamberlain as well.
Exactly. So, Jake Wyllie, there's lots to like about him in this ring. And he's shown some very good work in that last round. Could this be the turning point for Jake Wyllie? It's round 7 next. He needs a big few rounds now to close that gap with George Kambosos.
He does to get the decision for sure.
But will the youth energy overcome the experience and wile of George Kambosos? We're about to find out. It's Wyllie coming forward now. 2 jabs. All right, as well. Good start to the round from Wyllie. Kambosos missed this counter. Covers up. Wyllie comes forward. Tries to edge him back to the ropes. Oh, big left right from Wyllie. Missed. Kambosos resets back to the center. Wyllie with a better... He's got a better defense now, but again, as I say, that commentator's cuss. He hits up right down the middle, does George Kambosos.
Yeah, it's definitely caught fire in the last round.
They're standing off each other now, trying to pick the shots, and then they can engage, and it's ferocious when they do. Ferocious Kambosos living up to his name in the middle of the ring. But Wyllie is showing similar force and belligerence in that ring. As he tries to force Kambosos back with a couple of jabs, but Kambosos comes back with 2 of his own. Just being outpointed now is Wyllie. Now trying to put the pressure on with left-right combinations. 2 of them there. Oh, better stuff from Wyllie. He got him in the corner, misses his opportunity, comes back, resets in the middle of the ring. 1:30 to go. And Kambosos is now on the front foot, left-right combination, missed by Wyllie. He comes back. Kambosos then, missed with a jab. Oh, nice jab from Kambosos. That's better work. Now forcing Wyllie back. He resets, come back, jab of his own. Oh, nice engagement, the 2 of them hit at the same time.
Oh, good right hand there from Wyllie, but yeah, Kambosos countered it beautifully.
He countered with the left, didn't he? It was a good shot. He's showing that speed. Wyllie just needs to keep the pressure on Kambosos, but again, he gets countered by Kambosos. 40 seconds to go. Kambosos, 2 more shots, quicker to the punch.
Goes for that left hook again. That left hook can't miss for Kambosos.
Yeah, Wyllie's going to the body. Oh, nice right from Wyllie. That hit home.
Oh, big right hand from Wyllie.
Oh, just turned his opponent, and a stunner of a left from Kambosos. Oh, that's reset it.
Warming up nicely.
It's warming up. Oh, big right from Wyllie. Kambosos over the shoulder with his left. This boy is bringing the fire to George Kambosos in round 7.
He's here to win, mate. It's Jake Wyllie. He's here to win. He's not playing. He's here to win.
This is a great test for Kambosos at home in Sydney, as Wyllie's bringing the fight to him at the end of that round.
That's a tough one to score, bro.
That is a tough one. That is a tough one. I thought Kambosos was controlling the first half of the round, and then comes Wyllie, second half of the round, and it's all pressure. And he was getting jabs home as well. So I'm going to edge it to Wyllie, that one.
Yep, same, mate. Edge to Wyllie. That's exactly what I was thinking, brother. So we've got it 4 rounds to 2 then. Sorry, 5 rounds to 2. Kambosos' favour.
It could get to the situation with Wyllie in his exuberance to close the distance to him, and Georgie walks onto something, especially that left hook of George. Seems to be his best weapon. That has stunned Jake Wyllie on numerous occasions. Only one right hand from George that I can remember that was of similar power. But Jake Wyllie, George has got to be still very wary of this boy. He's tough as nails for 24, and he's got very good skills, but he's just a bit slower to the punch than George Kambosos, who brings that lightweight speed up to super light. But it's all Wyllie so far in the opening of this round. Kambosos tries to swing him round, resets, and it's Wyllie who's coming with a jab. Jab from Kambosos. He missed with the right. Wyllie just front foot forward. He's just leaning back. His shoulder. Oh, nice check left hook from Wyllie. Slowing down his and being a bit more accurate now. As he gets a bit messy in the corner, George Kambosos ducked down over the punch, but it's Wyllie turning the screw in round 8. 2 minutes to go. Forcing George back with his stance. Oh, another left from Wyllie hit home. And it's Kambosos is now who's looking a bit desperate in this round to try and hit a punch home. That's better stuff. One to the body, one to the head. Back comes Wyllie.
Kambosos is looking good, but Wyllie's having a right good go now, matey, isn't he? He's really putting the pressure on.
He certainly is. George has countered well on a couple of occasions, but Wyllie's the one that's been hitting home with that jab and the right that's coming in after it. But still,
to a lot of the UK and American audience, we've not really seen much of Jake Wyllie. Tell you what, looks a decent lad. I'd like to see him again.
Absolutely, and as I said before, I want to see more of him, especially after this fight. He could be a problem at super lightweight in a few years. He's only 24, and he's
not even in his prime yet.
And he's up against elite level George Kambosos, world championship level, and George Kambosos. So, this is a very good showing from Jake Wyllie, but he is a bit down on points. He's still got a lot of work to do. There's round 8. There's still 4 rounds after this, and there are lots to play for. But Kambosos just slowed down a wee bit now. 38 seconds to go of round 8.
Just quickly, Mr. Neutral. MXR Zen has just said, has it started? Yes, mate. We've got it 5 rounds to 2 in favour of George Kambosos Jr. And then he said, is it finished? No, it's not finished yet, mate. There's 4 more rounds after this 8th round. Please hit that subscribe button, mate. If you're new to Red Corner Boxing, we appreciate every single one here. And we've got 20 seconds to go of round 8 here. And it's been a good round again from Jake Wyllie.
Yeah. This time he's denying George the strong finish to the round. Beautiful punch from Wyllie down the middle as Kambosos came in. That's another Wyllie round for me.
That's 3 in a row for me. 3 in a row for Jake Wyllie.
He's just turning that screw on.
Win, lose or draw now, Wyllie's proved himself to be a good competitor at super lightweight division.
Yes, as the replay showing some of his good work in that round.
Great work from the Queenslander.
But Kambosos is still very much the dangerous boxer of the two. It's just whether he'll start to slow down now between round 9 and 12. Will this allow the young boy to find the exuberance needed to land home punches on George Kambosos? He's doing very well so far. He's showing no signs of slowing down. And this is all to the detriment of George Kambosos. Is he fit enough? Is he conditioned to go at this pace as super lightweight with this kind of boxer who's turning the screw and pressure on with every round?
It's 5-3 on rounds to Kambosos in our opinion, but Wyllie's took the last 3, so it's definitely closing the gap here. All he needs now is a strong few championship rounds, and Wyllie could pull off a massive upset here in Sydney, Australia.
He's got George on the back foot now as George tangles him up, tries to force him back to the other side of the ring on the ropes. Referee just has a word with him, says, don't do that. And back to the centre of the ring. And again, it's Wyllie looking the stronger of the two opponents now. Trying to impose his will on. Oh, and he's just caught George there with a 2-3 punch combination.
I think there's a cut
and
on
he's
Kambosos. I think he's
Kambosos is cut. The nose is gone.
There.
It's the nose. Is it the eyebrow? One of them's cut.
Split the bridge of the nose. Might split the bridge.
And Wyllie's finding. He's like a red rag to a bull now. He's found his target.
See that blood and go after him.
Claret. Oh, 2-3 punches coming through, and Kambosos. Oh, comes back with a jab.
Beautiful
oh my
shot.
God. This fight is opened up right now in round 9, and it's Wyllie.
Kambosos his nose has.
Oh, great exchange between the two of them. Kambosos countered him, but Wyllie come back with 2 punches that hit home, and he's doing the same again. And Wylie's now countering Kambosos, but Kambosos comes with a big right, but Wyllie ate it. Oh, it's getting rough in there, and the young Australian is bringing the fight to George Kambosos. There's claret all over the face.
His face is a mess. Kambosos' face is an absolute mess. I think he's broke his nose, or his bridge of his nose is slit open. He's in a right claret mess.
Eddie Hunn is his face of concern at ringside there as he's watching the young Queenslander absolutely take apart George Kambosos in this round. Minutes ago, oh my goodness, Kambosos is hanging on.
Andrew McKay says, here comes the kill. Yeah, it would not surprise me, mate. He looks like he's going for it hell for leather here. Does the young
oh my goodness. Could there be a big upset here? My goodness, could there be a big upset here? This 24-year-old Queenslander, Jake Wyllie, is defying the odds here in Sydney against George Ferocious Kambosos, who's been out feroced right now by the 24-year-old, who is absolutely boxing beautifully now. He's taking that aggression.
He's so confident, bro. He's so confident.
Good shot from Kambosos. Another good shot, but Wyllie eats it. A third shot.
Oh, here we go. It's heating up again.
It's heating up. It's great stuff here in Queensland. In Sydney. Oh, and Kambosos has now refound some of that punching power.
Yeah, he knows he's back in his work.
He knows he's under pressure. He knows he's cut. He knows the 24-year-old's not going to stop as he barks in his face. He barks in his face at the end of that round, does George Kambosos. This fight is now heated up. My goodness. At the start of this fight, 4 rounds in, it's all Kambosos.
5 rounds in even. We had five up for Kambosos, but the last 4 have all gone to Jake Wyllie, the Queenslander, for sure.
He is. Oh my goodness. Energy levels been fantastic.
Albo says, let's go to Queenslander. Yes, sir.
And he split.
Captain Bulge, Jake winning. Yes, he is Captain Bulge. Thank you so much for tuning in on YouTube. Please hit that subscribe button, mate.
Oh,
we appreciate
it was a head clash.
We've got it 1 round to Kambosos at the moment, but it's close.
It was a head clash that caused the
10
cut.
Or 12. It's 12-rounder, mate. It's a 12-rounder.
Yeah, you got a cut on there, bro, from a head clash.
Oh, is it not the nose? It looked like the nose had split because of where the claret was.
It's up there on the eye.
Here we go, guys. Round 10 is underway here. Championship rounds are officially underway. 10, 11, 12.
They certainly are.
Wyllie's in this fight. Can he take advantage of this massive opportunity against former champion George Kambosos Jr. here in Sydney in the 140-pound super lightweight division?
Has George Kambosos found out that there's weight divisions for a reason? Has found out that this division at 140 against the younger, hungry countryman
Queenslander in Jake Wyllie.
And Jake Wyllie, who seen this opportunity as to announce himself on the world stage. And
Andrew McKay says Kambosos is going to sleep. He thinks Jake Wyllie is going to get the knockout here. Thank you for your comment, Andrew, mate.
What would that prove? That would prove to be an absolute news content around the world. Jake Wyllie, if he was to stop George Kambosos, and he's putting in the work now, and Kambosos looks visibly tired. He looks visibly tired now.
He does.
And Jake Wyllie's showing no signs of stopping as he attacks the body of George Kambosos.
Fresh as a daisy.
Kambosos comes back with 2 shots of his own, trying to lunge round the side of Wyllie's right cheek, but still Wyllie comes forward. Kambosos now, minute 30. He's got the eyes opened up again. He needs to outland Jake Wyllie to convince the judges he's still ahead in this fight. But this boy is relentless, is Jake Wyllie.
Teak tough, isn't he? He's teak tough.
Oh, but he took a good left there from Kambosos. He was set up with 2 body shots. Took a big left from Kambosos, who's now trying to push him back the road. But again, Wyllie hit it and still coming forward. He's a belligerent wee bastard.
It'd be justice after Kambosos DM'd me last week talking shit. Laughed my fucking ass off. Thank you, Andrew.
How ironic. Here we go.
If Wyllie can pull this off, it'll be a huge upset. It really will.
He's walking George Kambosos down. There's 40 seconds to go. And it's looking like another Wyllie round, unless George can severely outland him in the last 30 seconds. He's just been outworked.
Definitely. We've got Luca Giannetti. Need him to TKO or KO. I'm assuming he's got a bet on that. Thank you, mate. Please subscribe if you're not already. And thank you for tuning in on YouTube. God bless you.
George walked into a big right from Wyllie there.
And Kambosos doesn't like correction.
Oh,
struggling.
Nice
he's definitely
check.
Struggling against Jake Wyllie here.
He's fighting on autopilot
he's
now.
in the ascendance there.
He's
sure.
He's on autopilot. This
biggest
Kambosos.
Fight of his life, and he is doing the business here against the legend in George Kambosos.
Oh, he catches Kambosos with a left hook at the end of the round.
That's 5 rounds apiece, Mr. Neutral, for me. What say you, sir?
I don't know. That was close, that round, but I'll go with it.
Wyllie. I've got it 5 rounds all, mate. I've got it 5 rounds apiece.
I'll go with it.
I think it's the right way. Because give Kambosos the first 5, we'll give Wyllie the last 5. It's all square here for me. Going into the final 2 stanzas, 11 and 12.
11 and 12.
Come to fruition.
Is George Kambosos going to be upset on the...
Tammy says, Jake. Big
on
Jake,
this headliner.
But yeah, I agree, mate. I'll give him the last 5 rounds, same as you, Sammy. Thank you, mate, for your comment.
He's done extremely well in this fight.
He looks so cool, calm, and calculated. Does Jake Wyllie? Look, nothing phased him in this fight. Very impressive from the 24-year-old. It really has been very impressive. Win, lose, or draw, whether he gets robbed on the scorecards, I want to see Jake Wyllie again.
Absolutely. Apart from a couple of punches that stunned Jake Wyllie, he seems very comfortable with the power ratio of George Kambosos. And maybe George is, he had that success knocking down Teofimo Lopez, but at this weight, you find your ceiling sometimes when you bring your power up to another division. Could this be the division that finds out George Kambosos' power and his stamina? Because this boy has not stopped. This lad, Jake Wyllie, 24 years of age, is showing a tremendous engine, stamina levels. Because although he's doing his own work, he's still taking shots at the end of the day. Fantastic.
And he looks fresh as a daisy, Neutral, doesn't he? He still looks fresh as a daisy. Look, barely a sweat on him, mate. Barely broke a sweat. He looks so cool in there. So he's as fresh as a daisy, mate. It really is.
As effective aggression is concerned, he's got it boxed off with the judges. It's just now whether they're convinced that he's done enough work in the punch department to whether he wins this fight. But Kambosos has found some success in this round so far with a minute 40 to go. And what he's just making Wyllie miss and countering him very well. So, there's another one. So Kambosos has finally found a bit of rhythm in this round, but again, just gets too complacent and lets Jake Wyllie catch him with a left hand. Slowed down a wee bit now.
An intriguing fight now. This is what's so intriguing going into these last 2 rounds, Neutral. Last round and a minute.
Yeah.
Because anyone can win this fight now. Anyone can pick this fight now.
Checked each other there. Win? Again. Wyllie comes in, gets checked, and then George comes in and gets checked by Wyllie.
Good shot from Wyllie.
It's punches a piece. It's real good stuff in this last minute. But for me, it's just George Kambosos. He's just quicker to the punch in the counter in this round, as he was in the first 4 rounds. This is better stuff from Kambosos. He was just controlling the round. But will he allow Wyllie to come back in this last 30 seconds? Oh, 2 lefts
Big
from each
shot.
other. Both connect at the same time. Kambosos left, right. As Wyllie still walking him down. Oh, and he walks into a left from Kambosos there. Just jabbing each other now in the middle of the ring. 16 seconds to go. Wyllie. Oh, he's turned his back on him as Kambosos. Referee separates them. Just jabbing each other.
I'm just edging Kambosos in this round, neutral.
Yeah, I just think Kambosos done enough in that round to take it in the first 2 minutes.
Wyllie needs to win the next round to get a draw, in our opinion.
It could well be. I think Wyllie, if he puts on a good round in this round and denies George that counter-punting ability, he could well take it with effective aggression. But it's Australia. I think the judges will be kind to
yeah, but they're both Australian, don't forget.
Kambosos
is going to be the home favourite. Angelo Do has joined us. Thank you so much for joining. He said, nice, Wyllie. Please hit that subscribe button, mate. Also said, Tonkin Mo Samakas Si Kambosos. I don't know what that means, but thank you so much for your comment. Andrew McKay, KO round for Wyllie. Thinks Wylie's going to get the knockout of George Kambosos Jr. here in the 12th and final stanza. SWS Boxing, all on this. Come on, Wyllie, lad. Yeah, I think Wyllie needs this round for a draw, Sammy, myself, mate.
He's come out of his corner like a man possessed as Wyllie. And now he's already got Kambosos on the back foot and suckling around the ropes. He's trying to walk him down. Jab there, beautiful jab there from Kambosos. And Wyllie trying to force that jab against the ropes. Kambosos comes back with it. Oh, this is better work. The two of them exchanging now.
We've got Kambosos of your boy Baliut. Wyllie will win in the 12th round. Let's see, mate. Please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for
from Wyllie there. He's flurry of punches from Wyllie there connected home. And he's got George again with the left and the right.
Oh,
and
George thrown to the ground there.
George got thrown to the floor. But Wyllie, look, he's looked like the devil. Somebody's upset Wyllie. Somebody hit his sister or his mother because he's looking at George Kambosos. He wants to kill him right now in that ring. You look at him, stalking. He knows he can win this fight, James. He knows he can upset the odds in Australia, in his home country, but by taking on the big name in George Kambosos, and he's finding success. Oh my goodness!
Kambosos here.
Kambosos is fighting for his life now, trying to counter this young boy's enthusiasm, his belligerence, his pressure, his. Well, if George Kambosos' eyes haven't been woken up to these youngsters, he certainly has tonight. He maybe took this 100%. Boy a bit too lightly because Jake Wyllie has just proved to be phenomenal tonight for his age. And yeah, as we've said before, Jam, he could be the one that we all want to see again. And
definitely
quickly as well, because what a fight, what a performance against George Kambosos. Saying to George, you're coming up to my weight. This is what it's going to be like here, son. And he's took this fight.
Winning his final stanza, which makes it a draw for me, Mr. Neutral.
He's outworked him. There's 50 seconds to go, and there could be a knockout here. Such as the
volume of punches,
and the power that they're both putting in to try and stop each other. I'm running out of words.
It's been beautiful, isn't it? It's been a fantastic card of boxing. I absolutely adore the Australian boxing cards. They're some of my favourite. When Jaya Pattaya fights, when Skye fights, even though she lost tonight, when Kambosos fights, when Justice Hooney fights. You know, I love the up-and-comers like Max McIntyre, the Austin Air Cuso, Xavier Fletcher. You know what I mean? I love them sort of fights, man. They've got some talent down under, and I love to watch it over here in the UK.
Oh my
I'm up
goodness.
every morning to cover these. I used to do it on Boxing Media Hub. Now we do it on Red Corner.
They're both swinging wildly, and that's the end of the fight. What a good fight between the two of them.
Fight. I think it's
Big
a
up to
draw, mate.
Jake Wyllie.
I've got that a draw, brother.
Have you? I think they'll give it to Kambosos, but we'll see. Yeah, tremendous fight, tremendous showing from Jake Wyllie. Surprised everybody. He's just highlighted Australian boxing. Very, very good performance from him. Belligerent performance, kept coming forward.
We've got
Never
Mixed
took
Master
his.
Mike. Yeah, come on, Money Mac. Yeah, I interviewed Money Max McIntyre on my old channel, Boxing Media Hub, about a month or two ago before his last fight. Great lad, mate. I interviewed him and Xavier Fletcher, and I was meant to have had Austin Ayacuso on as well, but he couldn't make it because his fight got cancelled. But yeah, fantastic up and coming fighter, mate. Max Money, big fan of his. I've got him on YouTube, on WhatsApp, my bad, and I chat to him quite often, mate. He's a really, really good lad. Great fighter, great talent. I like a lot of the young Aussies, man. You've got some cracking fighters down under me. It's a generational thing, and you've got the generation of real talent, especially at heavy and cruiser as well with Jai Apataya, Justice Hooney and the likes. Now you've got Teremoana Jr. Bloody hell, mate. Share a little bit with us,
Yes.
you know what I mean? We need some of these talents.
Very, very
SBS Boxing, I
strong.
got a draw. Close fight, that lads. Enjoyed that one. Bless up. Please hit that subscribe button, Mixmaster Mike, if you've not already. I really do appreciate you, mate. And we'll be covering all the Aussie cards whenever they're on the zone or whenever we can get hold of them. So please stick with us on Red Corner Boxing. Sam, yeah, enjoyed that show this morning. Good stream also, lads. Thank you, Sammy, mate. It's our
Thank
first
you,
live watch along
Sammy.
on the new channel. So
Hope
big
you've
up
all
yourself for that
enjoyed.
one.
To the 91 people watching, we hope you've enjoyed the show that we've brought you today, Red Corner Boxing. As my partner Jams there rightly said, we aim to bring you top content every week, week in, week out. So watch out for all our shows. Please
I'll
like
tell
and
you what, I'll try
subscribe.
and get an interview with Max Money on the new channel as well. So to Mixmaster Mike, I'll try and get Max Money on for another interview.
Our reach is wide. Is Red Corner Boxing.
Yeah, we used
And
to
we
work on
will.
Boxing Media Hub. So, and Mr. Neutral used to work for Punch Out Boxing and iBoxing Hub. So we have got some content. We can get some people between us.
Don't worry about that. But look,
Thank you
Jams,
so much, Andrew.
we're about to get probably
Good
or
decision.
maybe an upset here in Sydney,
think a draw.
Australia. Thank you, Andrew. Tremendous to have you on as well. You have been with us from the
Angelo,
start.
we're just waiting on the result, my man.
Thank you so much.
So just bear with us. But we've got it. I've got it a draw. Mr. Neutral thinks they're just going to edge to Kambosos, but I've got a draw. But I'll give you the official result in just a couple of seconds.
So as
Right, Neutral, I'll mute my mic so I can get the sound
you
on.
mute your mic because we can't have the sound coming on, or else we'll get shut down. Now, I don't know how you guys scored it, whether it's from my commentary, our commentary, or yourselves, but a close fight nonetheless. A great performance by young Jake Wyllie from Australia, 16-1, 15 knockouts, and he was exciting tonight. We had George Kambosos, who looked so good for 6 rounds, but then fell apart in the second half of the fight. It's going to be a close one. Jams is going to bring us the result. We're going to see now who is going to take this fight. Kambosos seems to have got one decision from the judges. He's got his finger in the air.
Kambosos has got the win. They gave it in by 117, 111, which I think is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh.
And that was times two, and then 115, 113 on the other scorecard.
That's what I added, James. 115, 113.
I think the 117, 111 is so harsh on Jake Wyllie.
Very
by 2
harsh.
judges. I don't see how they got that. I think that's a travesty for Jake Wyllie. I think he deserved a lot better than that.
Yeah, I think it was a lot closer than that. But look, judges say it the way they do. No surprise that he got the win for me, but, you know, it was a lot closer than that. And big up Jake Wyllie. I can't wait to see him again, Jams. I thought he brought a tremendous game.
I welcome him over to the UK.
And as I say that, Eddie Hunt is talking to Jake Wyllie now, but congratulating him.
I bet he's going to sign him up. Just to answer Captain Bulge, who won? They gave it to George Kambosos Jr. 2 judges had it 117, 111.
Unanimous decision.
And the
Big
other
up
judge
Jake
had it
Wyllie.
115, 113, which is fair. I had it a draw. Mr. Neutral had it around there, 114, 113, 115, 113, around there. So that's a fair one. But the 117, 111 is disrespectful to Jake Wyllie, and he deserved better.
I have to agree, James.
SBS Boxing, big up Jake Wyllie. Captain Bulge, damn, yeah, it's harsh, mate. It was harsh on Jake Wyllie. I feel for him. Kambosos
Yes.
is giving him his props at the minute, saying how well he done. He's telling him what a warrior he is, how he'll be back again. And look at the size difference when they stood next to each other, Neutral.
Yeah,
Jake
I've
Wyllie
seen
looks
that.
huge compared to Kambosos Jr.
And Jake Wylie's not got a mark on his face. You know, he looks as though he's ready for
Still
round
barely
one.
broke a sweat. He still
And
barely broke a sweat.
Kambosos is bust up. So you know the scorecards don't really reflect the true nature of the fight, but we can only play with the cards we're given, and those scorecards is what we got.
I wouldn't argue at seeing that fight again on the Jaya Pattaya thingy card, the next card.
Yeah, I don't think it'll happen again, but you know, it's certainly one we'd like to see again.
I'd like to see it.
Eddie Hunt will want obviously Kambosos for a couple of other
only
people.
stepped in at a week's notice.
But Jake Wyllie, I can see Eddie and other promoters making very good use of him. I think
he's got with Josh Padley after the Shakur and the Mark Chamberlain fight. He then got signed up, didn't he, by Matchrooms, by Queensland, sorry.
Yeah,
so why not?
Slightly,
you know what I mean?
I think he'll be slightly aggrieved at the cards, but mate, nonetheless, a great performance. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly enjoyed the whole card. It's been another great watch along from Red Corner Boxing. And Jams, let's see us out.
Yeah, thank you everyone who tuned in on X and on YouTube. If you're on X, please head over to the YouTube channel, give us a subscribe. We're a growing channel. We only started this week. This is our first watch along. We're going to be bringing you thousands more over the coming years. So stick with me and Mr. Neutral. Follow us both on X, at Jams Boxing Chat, at Neutral's Corner. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. God bless to everyone. What a card from Sydney. Have a great day or evening, depending on where you are. God bless.
Thank you.